everybody. Hey, everybody. Come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey, Chantel. Hold on. Let me clean these readers, child. Hey, Chantel. Hey, Lovely. Hey, Pinky. Was it Pinky? Pinky Live Panther. Welcome to the channel, Pinky Live Panther. I don't know if that's a troll or a bot or whatever. I don't know. Hey, Memphis T. How you doing, baby? Welcome to the channel. Hey, Missy. Hey, Ladybugs. How you doing, baby? Hey, Egyptian. How you doing, boo? Hey, Brick Girl. Hey, Caramel Butterfly. How you doing, baby? Hey, my baby Heat Wave. How you doing, boo? Hey, Ugly by Choice. How you doing, baby? Ooh, child. Hey, Miss Pretty Wings. How you doing, boo? Hey, living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you ninjas. Living my best life. Hey, living my best life. How you doing, my baby? Hey, T. Trisha. How you doing, my boo? I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Hey, Oscuro. How you doing, baby? Hey, just Erica. How you doing, my boo? Oh, I'm all out of order. Colin, I'm all out of order. Let me go back up. Hold on. Woo, child. Hey, Brick Girl, my boo. How you doing, boo? Hey, Heat Wave, my baby. How you doing, baby? TikTok, my boo. How you doing, boo? Miss Darlings, how you doing, baby? Come on in the room, child. God's Plan. Hey, God's Plan. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, boo? Paulette Waters, my baby. How you doing, boo? Queen Naima, my boo. How you doing, baby? Hey, Cheryl Brown, my boo. Veronica. Hey, Veronica. Let's see here. Who else? Reno. Hey, Reno. How you doing, my baby? Hey, Miss Queenie, how you doing, boo? Come on in the room, child. Come on in the room. Missy. Hey, Missy, how you doing, baby? Come on in the room, child. It's a lot going on. Hey, Family of Six, how you doing, my baby? I've been missing my Just Erica, my Family of Six. Yes, good to see y'all. Come on in, child. So, y'all, it's a lot going on, okay? And I was like, where is TreZur+Lady? Where is TreZur+Lady, baby? Where is TreZur+Lady? And my thought is this. Now, I was over there roaming through the streets today as I was minding my business as I always do, and I was minding y'all's as well, because why not, right? Hey, Carrie, how you doing, baby? Hey, Dr. LaShanya, how you doing, boo? Hey, Bill, welcome to the channel, boo. You listen? Okay, boo. So I was running through the streets and I'm listening now. Now, I was redballing on James's live because I was watching it, right? And I was redballing on it and I was like, oh, okay. Hey, Jerome, how you doing, boo? But what I'm hearing is that Sean Bradley and Camp, they are trying to give James a hard time about this damn video still. I don't know why. Because to my knowledge, and maybe I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, I don't think that he's really falling. They're not falling for it, him and Lady Nyca. They're not falling for the BS. See, we know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it seem like that, you know, that, oh, it was so bad so that they can fall out. But see, when you see a play, you don't fall into it. You call it out for what it is. When you see that play and people trying to play that role, you call it out. Don't fall prey to it. So I don't think that they're falling prey to it. Then I happened to go over to Miss Olivia's, and I was listening to her from the bushes for a little bit. And she was saying that she thinks that James feels like everybody's blaming him because Lady Nyca will not release the other recordings. And I'm like, no, I don't see that at all, because that was already old. She released what she released. All of this got brought up because of Sean Bradley, is my thought. So I don't think that there's any type of, I don't think that he feels any type of way about her not releasing the other ones. I may be wrong, but I said, well, let me not speculate. Let me see if TreZur will hit the link. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see that at all, in my opinion. Hey, Bob Marley, how you doing? And y'all know, I mean, and I'm not saying that, you know, of course, I'm not saying we all have to agree with everything, because I always have different viewpoints anyways from other people. So I'm just saying, hey, Gwen. But I don't think that this is an issue. I really don't think so. I don't think that he's feeling any kind of way. I think he's more frustrated with Sean for bringing this whole mess up. And Sean is mad at Nyca, period, for having the recordings out. I don't know why, but he's mad at her for having it. He's mad at James because he had almost 100K on his video of Vegas. And his videos probably will never do that good, because he keeps pulling them down, taking them down, hiding them, whatever he's doing. His will never be that good. So he's pissed off. And for that reason is why he's trying to cause havoc. But I don't see anything wrong. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. She cussed too. Hold on. Ladybug says she cussed him out. He cussed her out. Exactly. I don't see the problem. There's no reason because, you know, when I forgot when who I had made up with somebody and they were like, well, I guess I'll take the video down. I said, don't take your videos down. For what? That's cash. If you cuss somebody out, you meant it at that time. Why hide the video or take it down? It makes no sense, you know? And that's happened with me a lot of times, you know, when me and people got into it, we made up and all of a sudden, you know, the video will go around, it'll go through the stream and you'll see it was from like a year ago or whatever. And I'm not over here telling people, can you take that video down because we're good now? No, nobody has to do that. Lovely said he seems frustrated over it all. Well, yeah, it's frustrating because Sean knows exactly what he's doing. That's probably why, you know, you said TreZur seems frustrated. That's probably why he's frustrated. But I don't like to speak for him, so that's why I put his name in the title, because I said, well, he'll probably come over so we can talk about it or whatever. He should be mad at his white, dried out, fresh tongue. Oh, you talking about, oh, why was, who, wait a minute, I'm confused. Why in the hell is Sean mad about it? He shouldn't be mad about it at all. Hey, Melissa, how you doing, my baby? But I didn't, from my understanding, I don't think that he has a problem. Now, somebody said something about, did somebody said that somebody, oh, Bradley, you talking about Bradley? Okay. Now, I don't know, is it, now, I was listening to Nyca, and did she say that Nyca was unmodded at James' house? Did she say that Nyca was unmodded at James' house? What happened there? I wasn't aware of that. Did anybody know anything about that? I was like, what? What happened? Exactly. I would leave it up too. What happened? Why did she get unmodded? I really hope, y'all, that this don't affect their friendship. I really don't. I'm just saying, because people love to see people falling out that are close. They love to see people falling out that are close. They do. And I just hope that nothing happens. Hey, King Roman, my baby. How you doing, boo? I just pray that they don't fall out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Six, how you doing, baby? Yes, he said it was to protect her. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, Miss Darlings. Oh, Mother said it was for business reasons. Okay, Chantel. I had no clue. She was unmodded because tell her people talk about him like, okay. Blue Wolf said she was unmodded because tell her people talk about him like a low down dirty dog. What? So there was a video where somebody, okay, so what you're saying is there was a video where Nyca's people dragged James. Is that what you're saying? Oh no. He said people need to leave those two friends the F alone. I hear you. I agree. Because people don't want to see people getting along. That's the whole thing. They don't want to see that. So I would fight tooth and nail against it because they want to see people fall out. James said it was a conflict of interest. Oh, okay. Okay, Peaceful Lady said a conflict of interest. He said it's business. He says they are cool. Okay, good. Good. Okay, thank y'all for telling me. Just Erica said, I agree with Miss Olivia. If Nyca was just as harsh as James, why did she hide those videos? It makes it seem like James was bullying her. Really? I don't know, Just Erica. So did James say that he felt that way though? Did James ever say he felt that way? Okay, good. Cheryl said they talked about it before he unmodded her. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, it can be a lot of stress. Really, moderating for a content creator is a lot of stress because you have to deal with people coming in the room and they're like, you know, they could be dragging you or whatever, and you don't want to just block them because they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So it can be like, I can see how it can be like a pain because then you think of it's the content creator's best interest, you know, for you to keep that person on. But yet, if they're dragging you in the chat, nobody wants to be harassed like that, you know? So I can see how that could be, that could pose a problem. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hey, Soapy. Hey, Larry. Hey, Bill 71. Nyca said why she won't put those videos up. Oh, she said why? Why won't she? Why did she say she don't want to put them up? What did she say? What did she say, Chantel? Why wouldn't she want to put them up? I'm not saying that she should or shouldn't, but I'm just saying, what did she say? Oh, okay, got you, just Erica. Okay, that's just your thoughts. Gotcha, babe. So, Chantel said that Nyca said why she wouldn't put them up. He's not a bully. He's not a bully. They're just trying to, you know, not they, but Sean is just trying to get back at James, which whatever way he can, and it's just really pathetic. You know what I'm saying? I said it said Nyca went live. Her people, wait, Nyca went live. I guess you're trying to put and told her people to hit the panel. I think as long as she has her video hidden, it will continue to be one-sided. She's a victim as long as you only hear his side. We don't hear her dragging. Oh, okay. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Okay, got you. Wow. Okay, Chantel said Nyca said those videos would be hurtful to someone close to her and hurt her business. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Dark Liquor said she said that she had said things that weren't PC correct. She had said things that weren't PC correct? Oh, okay. Lady Nyca, are you in the? I would love for her to hit the link too. James told her to put them up. Oh, James told her to put them out. Ladybug, are you saying James told her to unprivate the videos? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Chantel, you remember that? Chantel said, I believe her because she said a lot that could be considered cancel worthy. Wow. Hey, Blue Stars, how you doing, baby? Okay, so Living My Best Life said that Lady Nyca explained that she said bad things. Oh, okay. Rochelle said YouTube ships fail when you expect loyalty and not want the other to have their own voices. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's very hard for YouTube ships to work. It's very hard for YouTube ships to work with content creators. It's very hard. You have to have a mutual respect and you have to have that same understanding. And you have to understand that people are going to come at you and it's up to you to stand strong or not stand strong. You know what I'm saying? Miss Darling said, that's irrelevant because Mother said he isn't taking the video down either way. Yeah. Chantel said, Lady Nyca has said repeatedly that she is not, nor does she consider herself a victim. Just as Mother has the right to keep the video up, she has the right to keep hers down. Oh, okay. Did I miss that video? When did that conversation happen? I don't remember when that conversation happened. When did that conversation happen when Nyca was addressing the whole thing? Oh, she was saying the F word. Got it. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. She was saying the F word in the video and doesn't want it out there. Okay, that's what it is. But see, people won't judge you for that because you know why? People know how people are. When you're upset, you're in battle. I don't say it either, but I tell you, I was calling Rico that. I sure was. I was calling him that. She said her own mouth, she said things as well. Yeah, I hear you. I just hope it doesn't cause any type of rift in their whole situation. Missy Tracy wasn't it Kwani start to wait. Tracy wasn't it Kwani start to say James must apologize to her. Started all of this. No, somebody else said that first. Actually, who started that was Sir King. I can't put that on Kwani. Sir King started all this first, saying that James needed to apologize to Nyca, and why does he still have the video up? From there, it grew legs. It grew legs. So you see, now that everybody's hopping on James, you see Sir King is back trying to weasel his way into people's platforms. Because remember, he was hopping on Bless yesterday, and then he was hopping on Kimmy's, and I'm like, just to be noticed. I'm like, we see you. You just over there gloating, grinning because he's so jealous of James. I don't know why. You know, child, please. And then after that, Kwani said he should take the video down and all this. So initially, Sir King started all this mess about the video, and then of course, Sean, I guess he went back. You know, I guess he had piggybacked off of that. Child. Oh, she said she's not discussing it anymore. I was late because I don't even know that they had discussed it, child. Y'all know I be in different sectors. I did not know that they had even discussed it, child. I said who just admitted that they have a gay son? She just admitted that she has a gay son, so maybe that has something to do with it in her video, who is using the F word over and over. Who has a gay son? Child, let me drop this link, child. Let me drop this lanky link. TreZur+Lady. Come on over. Hold on. Okay. Okay, babe. Her videos are still in private. The only ones who can watch her videos are her members only. Oh, okay. Well, so members can. Well, those are private. I think they're still private though. Those ones. Yes, I said it. That's what I thought. Child, it's a lot going on. Oh, it went on today at Deanna's live. Oh, I don't watch her. That's why I didn't know. I don't watch her. Yeah. Hey Peyton, how you doing, baby? Why did my comment get deleted? What comment? I don't know what comment you're talking about. No one's deleting comments. Both Mother and Lady Nyca said their final piece about it this morning. Oh, okay. Well, I don't talk to Deanna, so I need my final piece. Look, I'm like, I need my final piece. No, I don't. I don't need my final piece, but I'm just saying, I don't watch her, so I'll never know what that was. Paulette, are you there, babe? Dark Liquor said she. Are you there, babe? She had said things.
Yeah, I'm here.
PC correct. Okay, turn it. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, okay.
They was on on Deanna panel this morning. James went up there first. It was a troll in the. Well, let me just say this before James went up there. He was in the, he was in the live when it first came on, because I was in the live when it first came on. He spoke, but he didn't. He just wasn't commenting. So the live went on. She did her show, and then a troll came in named Tell It, and they were saying that the elephant in the room was not being discussed. Why come we weren't discussing it about James and Nyca? James doing a cleanup and dragging Nyca, and everybody was putting in the chat, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. And so then the troll just kept on going back and forth. I'm not lying, and this and that. Well, James got, he went up there, he went up there, got on the panel.
I'm sorry, Paula.
And he told.
I'm sorry, babe. Okay, I need to let y'all know. Please don't put anything in the chat about like anything negative or telling any business on Nyca or James, because I like both and we don't want to have none of that going on. Nothing negative like that. So it was no hard feelings, but it automatically got deleted for that other person that was in here. But it's okay. Like nobody knows anything about her son or anything like that. I understand that you were telling me that, but we don't know if that's true or not. And so that's not why we're here. I'm just here to get clarification. But go ahead. Now, what were you saying, Paulette?
Well, James got up on the panel and he said that it was business. And he said that he did unmod me, Nyca, but it
Yeah.
was mainly for her because she just people study asking her questions. Everywhere she go, they asking James questions everywhere he go. About the hidden videos, and they both saying that they not gonna fall out about this, and they was both
Good.
on each other panels last week. They answered
Uh-huh.
all the questions, but they're still being asked the questions, the same questions. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you know how
Yeah.
YouTube is. It's gonna continue on
Right.
and on and on. Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
James, the first thing he said it was about business, and
Mm-hmm.
then he said that he did unmod Nika, but
Oh,
they had discussed this though.
yeah.
Him and her had talked before the public knew.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like he
Yeah.
unmodded, like I unmod you right now and all that. It was not like that. People noticed that she didn't have a mod stick anymore in the
Yeah.
chat. And then, people start talking, but he explained that he told Nika ahead of time. She
Yeah.
talked about it before it happened. Okay, and they just kept on going on and on. And Nika came in the chat, and she stayed in the chat for a while. And I'm glad she went up there too. She got up on the panel, and she said, verified. Well, before she got up there, James said that Nika did a live,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and she opened her panel up for anybody to come up there. And of course, you're gonna have some people that's gonna drag James, okay? Because you're in the den. She opened the panel up, okay?
But did
For the
she tell?
people
Okay, now did they
that
drag him on? Did they drag him on panel or did they drag him in the
some
chat?
people drug him on the panel. It was an open
Really?
panel.
Oh wow.
Hey, it is what it is.
Well, no,
And
because
some
this
people
here's the thing
didn't
though.
drag her.
But
Some people didn't. They were just
but here's the
expressing
thing.
themselves.
Here's the thing though, because remember how we said, like I always said that I would just because they're OGs, I don't let people come up on here and drag Bless, Nika, or James. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Or pretty much anybody that I like, I don't. That's just my thing. And I thought that's how everybody else was too. So why would they be up there dragging him?
Okay, it's because
Mm-hmm.
they feel like James, like this is my opinion, and it's the opinion of a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people on different
Mm-hmm.
rooms that I've been going into. Okay,
Right. Uh-huh.
from the public looking at it, they can only see James like dragging Nika on his video. They don't see Nika dragging James on her videos because
Right.
the
But
video that
we know
she
that we're not seeing it. Yeah, we know that we're not seeing it. So I don't understand what the
they
point is. You know what I'm
feeling
saying?
like
Like we
James
Mhm.
did Nika wrong by
Wow.
the language that he's using at her on his video. Because see, we seeing Nika, she still got clean hands. We don't
But
see
we
that
know already, we know that Nika has not put all the videos out. So
the
how can some
new
people be
people
so biased?
it's new people and other people that want to see. I'm not gonna say the new people. I'm saying it's OGs
Uh-huh.
that want James painted in a bad picture.
Okay.
Now
Wow.
that's as plain as I can say it. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
put the people in it because really they don't know the
Wow.
history. Okay, well if all you're seeing is James' video, now
Mm-hmm.
this is for the new ones and for some of the old ones, because just because you've been here a long time in the in this sector, this shit happened before the beef sector was even established.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that was before
Vegas
we wasn't
State
even
was a
here.
long time ago.
Yeah, we wasn't
So
even here. Hey,
that's
Sassy.
what I'm
Yeah, we wasn't
saying.
even here.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you just looking at videos, it's look like James bullying and talking about Nika like a dog. Well, if you go to Nika channel, you don't see that.
Right.
Just because I'm telling you, don't mean that, just because you saying Nyca made these bad videos, you know, it,
Yeah. Hey, Truth.
it's gonna always be that cloud there, because people are not ever gonna see Nyca coming back at James, even though she says she dropped F-bombs. I said all kind of bad stuff. She said that she did this also. She don't want to release. She said that the reason, which she said a couple of times, that she will not release the videos where she's talking bad to James, is because she hurt it when she did that. It hurt people that's around her in her family life. I don't know if it's her kids or whatever. With her using the
Hmm.
F-bombs and whatever else she used, they didn't like it, and she don't want to rehash that.
But that would exonerate James, and people would, I hear what you're saying, but that to me, I'm thinking that would probably exonerate James because people are thinking he's a bad person. That would exonerate him. But then on her side, I guess I didn't know that her kids were watching videos and they
I'm
would get
not
offended by
saying
that,
kids. The,
or whoever.
the way
I
it
don't know.
sounded,
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking her children or family or church or whatever,
Yeah.
and she don't want to
Wow.
cause that. Okay, you got your YouTube life and then you got your personal life. She don't want to have to deal with the personal people, you know, people that's personal, to hear her talking like that again.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
now James, the way he was talking, because both of them are hurt over this situation.
Well,
And
here's how you can win-win. Here's a win-win on it. All she can do, what she can do is go in, is very simple. You have the video, you edit the parts out where she said the F word. She already has the original copy. When she edits the F word out, that's it. That's easy resolve. There's nothing. She has both copies there.
see,
She
we
has the
don't know what
original.
else she
She
had in
has
there that she didn't want her children. Now, I'm not going to say her children.
yeah, we
Whoever
have to be careful.
she
Yeah,
offended
whoever. Yeah, she
in
didn't
her
want that person to be
real
offended.
world life, not the YouTube world, but the real
And
world
now
life.
I can, and Ladybugs, I can respect that too. I can respect that too. But I mean, just because I'm thinking, just because of the F word, no, because but that can be reconciled because she
It
can
could
make
be
her
other
family or
things
whoever.
in there.
Listen. So she can make her family or whoever happy, whatever, by not even putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? The F word, if that's the case, and then James will be exonerated. So it will be a win all the way around. Now, if it's something else that's totally different that we're not mentioning or that we're not being spoken on, then that's something totally different. So to me, it would be an easy resolve
Well,
because you're
another
not messing up
thing,
the
like
original video.
James said, now
Uh-huh.
I'm going back and forth on each person
Uh-huh.
side, okay? Now,
Right. Uh-huh.
James said, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, James said that, and
Mm-hmm.
he had people that verified that Nyca had, when they came back from Vegas, Nyca had
Uh-huh.
made several videos before he replied. And when he replied, he just like laid the hammer down. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
She started it, okay?
Yeah.
Making videos when they come back from Vegas. She was
Mm-hmm.
telling her part, and it wasn't very nice from what I understand. And she made
Yeah.
several videos, but James got tired of it, and that's when he made his one video. And
Yeah.
you know,
Hey, Alana. Hey, Miss Young Sniper.
so see
Where
that
have I been? Paulette, you didn't tell me none of this was going on. I was like,
this happened
oh,
after your live. This
oh,
was,
okay.
but
Okay. Gotcha.
but other were actually, I've been privy to some
Uh-huh.
of the stuff already, because I be in James' chat all the time. I be in
Uh-huh.
Nyca's chat. I'm hearing both sides of it. But
Right.
today, this morning, it was, was like you could hear the hurt in James when he was up there talking first, and
Yeah.
he, he's what the way I feel about it. He's tired of being looked at as the bad guy, you
Yeah.
know,
And unfortunately,
and
and we,
it could
because
be
that's gonna happen, because you know how we all I'm always the one to get the blame for a lot of stuff, but it just is what it is. And as far as Sean's concerned, that's always going to be blaming James. Everybody's always going to be blaming James for everything. So sometimes we got to be the fall guys, which is sad, but sometimes we have to be. But I see both of their points. Now,
right.
diabetic, she's only helping me out, diabetic. That's all she's doing, is helping me out by explaining this. She's not taking any side or anything. But
No,
yeah,
I'm
because,
not taking
so
no
I
side.
understand. That's what she's talking about.
I'm giving both sides of the situation.
And they
I
both said that
explained,
James should keep the video up. Yeah, I agree.
I
He should keep the
explained
video up.
why. I explained. I thought clearly what
So was somebody on
is
there?
going
I'm
from
sorry, I'm just
James'
talking.
side
I'm sorry.
and from Nika's side. I'm going from both sides.
I'm just talking all over the place. But listen, okay. So the thing is, has who wanted an apology? Because James said he wasn't
Nobody.
apologizing.
Nobody.
Okay. Okay.
Neither
That's what
one
I
of them.
didn't get.
This is not. I don't know what
Mhm.
happened. I'm just gonna. This is my opinion.
Uh-huh.
Kwani did what she did, demanding James make an apology. Okay,
And Kwani wasn't the first one that said that though.
I
Y'all do know that, right?
understand that, but I'm
Okay.
just
Yeah.
saying
Uh-huh.
this time it exploded up bigger
Yeah.
than the other bickerings, than the words on the street and all of that. This
Yeah.
time is more emphasis on James need to apologize. James need to
And you know why?
apologize.
You know why? Because Sean Bradley was over there on his wall talking about something about, the whole thing about taking a shower or whatever. So he made it more than what it was, of course, because that's what he does. So
I
that's why it's more
understand,
than what it is. But go
but
ahead.
people,
Hey, Shakila.
if you don't know how people moving, just think if you only looked at Sean Bradley while, okay?
Uh-huh.
Just think if you only looked at him. Okay, I don't look at nobody else. I'm going by what Sean say. Okay,
Uh-huh.
what if you just looked at James? I'm
Uh-huh.
just going by what James say. Okay,
Right.
what if you just look at Nyca? I'm just looking at Nyca. This is three different camps, and
Yeah.
if you got people in here just looking at one, you're not gonna ever get the correct story. That's why you have to
Not
move
totally, but
around.
I totally get that. But there's no excuse. To me, there's no excuse because people know better. There's two sides to every story. So if people are going to get all hyper and in their feelings, they obviously didn't like a person to begin with. Because why should you choose somebody just because somebody else doesn't like somebody? Why are you going to say, oh well, I'm going to side with you because you don't, you like so and so, you don't like so and so. It doesn't make any sense. It's
That's the
like
way it
you
is
just
on YouTube. You don't understand. It's a lot of
mm,
people that I don't really. If I don't, well, if Sean said it,
came up.
no. If Tracy said it, I believe it. It's people that
What is
believe it.
diabetic? What are you talking about, diabetic? What is she lying about? I don't understand. Do
Tell
you
them
know
to come up
diabetic?
here. That's another troll. They've been trolling. This is the same thing that
Okay, I'm
happened
probably
in
gonna have to.
Deanna's this morning.
You might
The
need to chill
exact
out,
same
diabetic.
thing.
You might need to chill out. Do
They're
not be
not going to
attacking
chill
Paulette.
out. They're
I'm
going to
sorry.
keep on doing it just like they did that
They're
tell it
gonna end up getting
person.
blocked. That's okay because they're gonna end up getting
This
blocked.
is
This
the
is the
exact
last
same
time.
thing that happened at Deanna's this morning.
Okay, well they're gonna end up getting blocked. So, so let them keep doing it.
They just kept on
Um,
while Deanna was trying to do her show, like
mhm,
halfway between her show, this
mhm.
tell it person came in. Oh, y'all not gonna address the elephant in the room? James and unmodded Nyca, and he cleaned her up on his cleanup. Everybody was putting in there that's lies because
So,
the way the person put it in the chat is that James did a. If you just looking at it and not knowing what's going on, this
mhm.
person you didn't know no better. They saying, "Oh, James did a unmodded Nyca and cleaned her up."
Yeah,
It's
it's just
like I said, the trolls are out. and they're gonna keep on saying whatever against James. That's all I'm gonna say on this situation.
And I hear you. I hear you, Shar. Shar said James said he was never going to apologize. He said that
He's
after
never.
they made up
Nika
and
said
told
she
me,
wasn't
hold
gonna
on, hold
never
on, hold on,
apologize.
hold on.
Both of
He
them
said
have clearly said they are not apologizing to
he
each
said that
other.
after they he
They
said that
both
after they
have
made
said,
up and told Nika take her videos off private. Okay. So let me read this. She said James said he was never going to apologize. He said that after they made up and told Nika take her videos off private, and
and
then
she
she didn't
didn't
want
want
to.
to, and that's the truth. And she
Wow.
released the videos like it's been over a week ago.
But
She
this is how
released
they
the
can.
video.
But this is a win-win. It's up to her and him what they're going to do. That's between them. But because it's on YouTube, we talk about it. But I'm not saying
Right.
who's right or who's wrong. But there's a
Yeah.
win-win there. That's why I said she has the original copy of the video. She can go and bleep out the F word that she said or whatever, and then she'll still have the original and she'll still have the edited version and just play the edited version. Now, if it's something other than that she doesn't want to be seen, that may be the issue, and
I
that
don't
would be
know.
something else. But that would be a win-win right there.
I'm just giving you the, you know,
Yeah, the
like
breakdown.
throughout the months. This was months and months and months. James
Yeah.
have said he meant everything he said when he made his video. Nika
Uh-huh.
said at the time she meant everything that she said when she
Yeah.
made the video. Okay? They
Yeah.
cool
True.
now. They wasn't cool for years, but they're cool now.
See, that's
So
what I'm saying. So it's
there's
sad
no
that all of this
reason
is
to
happening.
erase a video like Kwani was telling James, delete that video and all that stuff.
No,
And she
there's no reason to delete it. There's
there's
no
no
reason.
reason. And that's a money maker for him. Why would I take my income from my home?
Exactly. He did unmod her, but I didn't hear no cleanup in that. So that's what I'm saying. Like this person said, they lied because there was no cleanup in it. And they spoke about the unmodding before. So there's really like no vicious unmodding. They
No.
spoke about it. So I
And
see what you're
then,
saying,
like when
Bluetooth.
she did her live,
Uh-huh.
because you know the I'm just saying the way it look on the YouTube streets is that it's look like the because we can only see James' video, but the people in the den, you think they're not happy by seeing that video, but and then you can't see the ones that Nika made. I'm just being for real. So it looks like James bullying her, but
Are
he's
you
not.
saying that those videos are on members only?
No, she released some videos a couple about over a week ago.
Okay, well, I remember that. Now, somebody said here though, is that hold on, somebody said something about members. Okay, Blue Wolf says she needs to make those videos to everybody rather than subscribe to her membership or not. But see, they're not saying. See, I think she has them privated. Phoenix, she has them privated. The old videos. She only released. What did he say? She only released a few of them.
She
4 of them. I
she
believe.
only released a few of them. Just
Yeah.
think about how many they got. And as long as they've been on YouTube, they got a lot of videos in private, okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Some of the videos that she have in private are concerning her and James. She
Uh-huh.
released some of the videos, like I guess some of the Vegas videos. I hadn't watched them.
Right.
I'm sure she made more than one video regarding Vegas. Okay, she released some videos over a week ago. The videos that some people, whoever these people are, they want to see the videos when she was talking shit. Okay?
Exactly. See, that's my thing. Okay, so but then I see what you're saying. So Shar said he told her he was leaving his up and told her to put hers back up so they
Right.
could both get clicks and views, but she decided not to because of what was said in the video. I get it. I get
Correct.
it.
That's the
But I get
correct.
it.
It's her
Uncle
choice.
Joe, why do you keep mentioning Bye Babe? Are you okay?
Oh, well,
I
did
don't
you
need you
hear
to be in here. See, okay, let me say this. Whoever comes in off topic like this, they're gonna get blocked. This has nothing to do with Spy Babe. We're not gonna go there. We're not. We're just gonna simply take you on out. Okay? Let me say that. And
and
then you'll
see
be wondering why you're blocked. Mhm. It's so funny how everybody's saying people need to just let it go. But here's the thing. You want to get the truth out. This is why I put the names in the title. Well, I should have put Nyca's in there too, because I said, hopefully they can hit the panel because it's not going to go away. What's going to happen is going to get into the ops hand. The ops are going to be like, okay, they're going to be, saying stuff. So the more videos you get on it to make it correct and adjust it, the better off it is. Everybody don't listen to Deanna, period. So nobody will ever know. So it's like, this is what I'm doing the video to kind of clarify things. So people are saying, oh, we need to move on. We need to move on. No, we can't move on until it's addressed. And then we can move on. I mean, because it's YouTube and we talk about stuff. That's all it is. I'm not saying one is right and one is wrong. I'm just thinking how they can rectify it, because it doesn't make any sense if they were even going to be falling out about it. Not that they are, but if, you know what I'm saying?
They still cool. They straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just that you could hear the frustration in both of them. In their voices, it's passion. You could hear it. The trembling voices and things like that. Okay.
So hold on. So then Blue Wolf is saying those videos are for members only. So that's a whole nother thing, because if it's available for members only, then how is it on private because of the F words that were being said? I don't understand.
What I'm saying is, now I don't know what she got on her members only. Okay,
hold on, stop there, because we can't go past this part. Stop there. Does anybody know if those videos are on members only, those old videos? Because the situation is that she doesn't want to put them in because somebody in the family.
She do not, the ones that she do not want listen to is the ones that are private.
Okay, so they are not
Blue, the ones with the F-bombs and stuff.
Blue Wolf, so they are not on members only. Those videos are not on members only. What are you talking about? None of those videos are on member only that I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The videos that she released are only for members only. Okay, so this is what Blue Wolf is saying, everybody. Blue Wolf is saying that Lady Nyca released 4 videos? The videos that she released is for members only. It's not for regular people to see. Now, I don't know. That's maybe that's how she has it, but it's for members only. Then the other ones are on private. I see what you're saying, babe. Sorry, I didn't understand you. So I see what you're saying. So I don't know if that was an issue or not, because she has those on members only or not. I don't know. But that's what you're saying. I get it. Okay.
The issue is the videos that are private, are the ones that's in the vault. Those are the ones, the video that got the F-bombs and whatever on them. That one, they are not on members only. That is private.
Right. No, those are on private. Yeah. Right. Right. I don't think anyone's bullying anybody at this point.
That's the easiest way I can say it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's bullying anybody. I don't even know if that's a proper word to use. How are they bullying each other? I'm like, Sweet and Chocolate said, I don't think anybody's bullying anybody. I don't think nobody's bullying anybody either. I clicked on one of the 8 videos. It said not available to me because I'm not a member.
That is people in the streets. Well, I'm looking on her community wall, and I'm not seeing that at all about the members only. I'm looking on it right now. But
Taylor said what they're saying. She said what they are saying is that 8. Okay, is the 8 that she released were very mild and timid, and further makes it look like James was a big bad wolf. Oh, that's what they're saying. Okay,
right. Because James' video is bad. I hadn't seen it,
right?
But from what I hear, he ain't talking nice at all on it. Okay,
right.
But the ones that she released, that's not the ones. The ones that are in question is the ones that's in the vault that still need to be released, showing her talking shit.
Right.
To John.
And I get it. I get what they're saying. So for some reason, she doesn't want to release them, because like I said, I edit all the time, and that's not editing is not a whole issue. I mean, if that was the situation where she didn't want the F word to be used, that's what I'm saying. It must be something else, because it would be a win-win to just, air the video. She would get views, she would get clicks. James would be, he would be, what do you call it, justified, and nobody would feel any type of way. And then plus her, her whoever she's protecting or whatever, or not wanting to, speak about whoever in the video with the F word, they wouldn't be upset. So that would be a win-win. So I don't understand why, that would just be, that would just easily be that to me.
Let me say this. Okay. I'm finna go up. I'm finna go up a couple of hours. Okay. I'm just going on what I've seen today on YouTube since me and you had to laugh earlier. Okay. We discussed Alan's live now. I might have to come back to that, but I'm skipping now. I'm going into Olivia live. Did you see that one?
Yeah. Oh, no, I was on the bushes. I didn't sit all the way through it, but I was listening to a little bit of it. And Olivia was saying, she kind of seen what James was talking about. She was saying, because, she was like, because she can see how he would feel, but I don't know how James feels. I mean, I don't know who, or anybody knows how James feels, but that's why I had put James, because I don't want to assume how anybody feels, because I can put their name in the title and be like, okay, they can just hop online. But aside from that, I can only say what I'm thinking they may be, how my perception is of it. That's all that I'm doing. So.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm skipping to Olivia live. Olivia feel, well, she's not the only one, okay? And I've thought about every kind of scenario in this situation that you can look at, okay? Olivia stated in her live that she feel like Nyca should just lay the video out there because so you're my friend, so I'm gonna put these videos out so it'll take some of this heat off of you, because you looking like the bad guy out here, and I want I just want a clean slate.
Yeah.
And that's what Olivia said. Just bite the bullet and put them out there to get some of this heat off your friend.
See, that's her opinion, but my thing would be an easy resolve. That would be the only way, because she wouldn't be losing her original copy. She would still have the original, and then everybody else would be happy. It just takes a few minutes or so. So that is the only thing. But if she doesn't want to, for whatever reason, then there must be something else, and she has that right. That's her. I'm not saying it's wrong. And I'm saying this right now because Pizarro would come in. Hold on, Paulette. Pizarro would come in and try and pretend like somebody's dogging one or the other. Nobody is dogging out Lady Nyca. Nobody's dogging out James Caldwell. I'm not siding with one over the other. Okay. The other video, I was saying a lot of valid points were in fact correct against other people in other videos. But this particular video, what I'm saying is that they, have a right to decide however they want to handle it. But it seemed like it would be a win-win if the video was simply edited and you keep the original copy, and then you have the edit version and just release it. That's all I'm saying. But they don't have to do what I say, of course, because I don't own anything. It's not my videos or nothing. I'm just the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, another thing I want to say. Now, I've been in the streets and I've listened to this for weeks, okay? I have not seen anybody say that Nyca could edit the video. Maybe somebody could get that word to her. Have you thought about editing the video? See, that never even came up at all in any of the lives I've been in for all these weeks.
I don't know why that wouldn't have came up, because that's the first thing I was thinking about was editing. That's the first thing.
It has never came up. And see, that might be a way to solve this debacle.
Yep.
Because I'm serious, that has never been spoken.
Wow.
And it could be an easy fix.
That's what I'm thinking. It seems like an easy resolve.
Because like I said, I've been in Nyca's lives, I've been in James' live, I've been in other content creator live that have been discussing this. And like I said, they were both in Deanna's live today on the panel. That never was a a solution maybe, or have you ever thought about editing it? That never was brought up.
Yeah.
And this might be a fix. I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that would be a good thing for somebody to say to want to, to Nika. And
Hmm.
can you think you could edit that so the public can see it?
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, we'll see.
it might.
Yeah, we'll see. Because people are not, as much as people try to tell people to stop talking about it, ain't nobody gonna stop talking about it because
They're
it
not
is
gonna
what it is.
stop talking about it.
The more you say stop talking about it, the more people gonna talk about it. It just is what it is. You know how it was. It's always been like that. Whenever people want stuff to blow over, it never does. It goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks. Hey, Fates, how you doing, baby? Yeah.
Now I'm not seeing those videos. I'm going all the way down on this community feed, and I'm not seeing anything like that on members only. I'm not even seeing anything
Well,
on members
Fates said
only,
here.
really. You know?
Faith said they were on regular. They were on regular at first, she said. And then she moved them to members only. So I don't know how they're on there now. I'm a member, but I haven't even looked over there. But that's what she said.
Well, I
They were
just,
on.
well, you could maybe, maybe if you have some time today, maybe you can look over
Uh-huh.
there and see. But I'm not seeing anything, and I'm going back. I'm 2 days back now.
Yeah, the three heartbeats said she must have just done that recently because she watched them last week. Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a
See, I
member, so
don't
I'm
know.
out.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Like I said, I'm going down the line, and I ain't seeing none no members only
it's is it
because I'm
benefiting?
looking
So
for myself.
by having those on member only, because like Blue Wolf is saying, he said that in his opinion, she should make them available for everybody because um, he said it doesn't make it every available so that everybody can judge for themselves. I
Right.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
But like you missing a chunk of it because see, people are not seeing her go at him first. All we seeing
I
is
know.
James going at her.
I think people are just in their feelings anyways, and people that are hurt by it, I really think that those people never really liked that person to begin with. Probably that's probably where it's coming from, because it don't make no sense, because because common sense knows there's two arguments to every situation, okay, and there's three sides to every story. So I think if people are not even considering that she has someone on hold, why are they even using that as a point to say if they're going to either talk to James or not talk to him? That's crazy. I would never do that. It
But
happened before we even
they
came to
like I
YouTube.
said, they straight. You know, the whatever
Well, I'm not.
this can
Yeah,
turn out. Well, they got the wish of her not modding for him. Okay, because
yeah,
I know that irked some whoever. Well, they
yeah.
got
It
their
did.
way on that. But like as
Yeah,
far as the friendship, they saying that that's not gonna affect that the way it is now. It's gonna stay.
yeah.
Now that's what they say. Okay.
Melissa said she said all she heard her say about the videos in the chat was, "How do y'all even know I still have them?"
I'm telling you, Nika have said she had them and she got them private.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that come out of her own mouth.
Yeah.
Now how it changed to how y'all know I got them, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just telling you
See,
what I've heard
some
come
people
out
are
of her mouth.
saying some people are saying they're in the regular playlist, but maybe when you click on them, just Sarah, have you clicked on them to see? Because when you click on it is where it says you have to be a member. So maybe that's where the problem is. People are just seeing them there and thinking that they're available. But what he's saying is when he goes to click on it, it says you have to be a member to see the ones that she's already made available.
Okay. I'm trying to look. See, I hadn't even looked at these, you know,
Mm-hmm.
looked at them. Looked at the James, the one that he have. I've never seen it.
What is
It's
that?
some things that I
Wait,
just
what is that thing? Why is there an alligator thing in there? What is that? That's not making fun of anybody, is it? Is it? I don't
what
think
is it?
so.
The sinister salt?
Now, is that that alligator thing? Is that making fun of anybody? It's not, right? Because you know how people have different emojis to make fun of people. I hope not. I don't think so.
But who doing it? Who doing it? The name of the person.
Oh, it's the truth, but I don't know. I don't think she's meaning. I don't know if that's just her logo
I
or
have no
what.
clue.
I don't know. I just don't want to be anybody to be making fun of none of them in here because I like both. So that's all I'm saying. Um, I hear myself echo, and I don't know why. I don't care for either one, they said, but I'm not going to lie about the situation. I hear you, Shar. I hear you, baby.
I don't have anything open.
I
I
don't
don't
know, but
have
I just.
anything open.
So I want to, let's see, Shar not going to release. She's not going to release him because it proves what happened on the trip happened. That's all I'm going to say. Really? Huh. Shar said she's not going to
And let
release
me
them
tell
because
you,
it proves what happened on the trip happened. But we seen them
I don't.
already. We already seen it. So I don't understand. We seen when they went shopping. We seen it. So I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe there's more.
But see, the ones that we seen
You're
with them
right,
shopping
Faith.
and stuff, that was Sean's.
Oh, okay. Got
You know
you.
what I'm saying? You got to remember, we have to look at everything of where you was at and where you seen stuff. And back then,
Um,
when when me and you seen those, we was at
mhm.
Sean's, and
Yeah.
that's with the when we was over there at Club Chat. Now
Yeah. Leslie said, "Hey, Tracy and
I'm
chat. I think if
still.
James and Nika is good with, then people should move on." Yeah, but this is YouTube, and so we're all going to talk about it. You know how that goes. If we're not going to talk about it, somebody else might. Somebody else will. So, yep. As genuine, at this point, James
And
have
plus,
asked
it's
Nika,
giving.
and Nika must have her own reasons. Okay. Okay. Drop the link. Okay. Let me drop the link. Somebody wants the link to be dropped. Pray Tell said Nika won't release the videos because she won't be able to. Oh, I can't. Okay, Pray Tell, chill out. Let me go ahead and drop this one right here.
You got to watch that. Pray tell. If they do anything else, I would suggest you get them out of here. Okay?
Okay, because
Because
that
they
one
crazy,
doesn't.
crazy
They
talking in
threaten.
the chat. So
Pray Tell, chill out, babes. Chill
they
out.
need to chill
Okay.
all the way out. But they have showed out in a lot of chats I've been in.
Okay. I just dropped the link
Pray
for somebody
tell
to
as a
come up here.
troll.
Yes, please respect James and Nika for me. Thank you. Let me put that up on the thing. Thank you. Thank you, Lily.
Correct.
That's because this is a hard
And
conversation
like
to
if
have, but
some
we
other,
need to have it.
this is a
And
hard
thank you.
conversation because
Yes, Paulette.
we talking
Exactly. And
about
thank you for
things that
you're doing good with helping me too, because it's like very hard to, unravel, you
yeah.
know?
This was a touchy subject
Yeah.
on all ends. On it's a touchy subject on Nika's side, and it's a touchy subject on James' side.
Yeah. That's what I
I
think it
can
is
see
too,
both
Leslie.
sides, and
Leslie.
I can see Nika chat her. The people.
Mm-hmm. I hear some phone ringing in your background. Something is up, Paulette. I hear some. Do you have a TV in the background? It was ringing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, while she's coming back, Leslie said, I really think James is bothered. Wait, I really think
I don't
James,
know.
I really she said, I really don't think James is bothered by Nika not putting up her video. I think he is more bothered that Sean is trying to control the narrative. Yeah, I agree. What were you saying, babe? People want unsub facts. You think they will? I just dropped a link. I don't know who was going to come up on the link. Paulette, what are you doing, babe? Those videos are vicious, Tracy. It's way more than the
I'm looking at
bomb.
the.
You're looking at
I
what, babe?
thought you had somebody that was coming up. I was
Oh,
looking
I
at
thought.
the
Oh, here they
chat.
go. They're coming up. Oh,
Yeah,
it's heat
that's why
wave.
I got quiet. I thought, I was going to get with them talk.
Uh-uh. Hey, heat wave, my baby. How you doing, boo?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Paulette.
So what is going on, heat wave? What do you think, babes? What's happening?
To add to this, right? You guys were suggesting and saying that probably if Lady Nyca edited some of the whatever is going on that she don't want to to get exposed in case
Yeah,
if she's trying to protect someone, right? But that's
yeah.
not gonna work. That will never work. That'll be like cheating. You understand? Words are very powerful. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I'm going to call you words, certain words that may be derogatory words, and I'm going to edit that out, it's not going to come with the same punch. It still
Hey,
would be
babes.
Hey,
like,
how's
you
everybody? I
know,
was waiting for he
um,
waved to finish. I didn't want to interrupt.
I
you
see
know,
what you're saying.
it's
Like,
still going
yeah,
to be
because they
like
will.
bullying, you know?
It'll be like, because they'll be like, well, what are you hiding if you delete that word?
Exactly,
And plus, not
exactly.
only that, like
Right.
Fate said, the videos were way more vicious. So I see what
They
you're
Mm-hmm.
were
saying.
very vicious, and it's even the editing won't work because it was like
Exactly.
pow, 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 pow. We
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't know even if we tried to edit those videos. We still
Uh-huh.
wouldn't understand what she was saying because that's how
Exactly.
vicious they were.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
But
I
see,
don't, I guess
Nika
I've never
said
heard
that.
Lady Nika be that
Nika
vicious. That's all I'm
said
like.
they was bad.
I
She
mean,
said
the
it's bad.
videos were bad, but I just don't see what's the point in bringing them back up. I'm just like everybody. I was here in the beginning. I saw when it happened. I'd rather
Yeah.
not to keep talking about it because it was
Mm-hmm.
a bad time for them as a friendship, but they have come past that and have
They
moved
did.
on.
Yeah.
So should we. But I know it's YouTube, they're gonna
Exactly.
talk about it, but I mean it is what
Mm-hmm.
it is. It's
I
not a
mean, but
case
I
of
don't
single
understand
out.
why are people really upset with one or the other about seeing it? Because I'm like, if you already know that it was a bigger picture in the end, why would it makes it seem like why would one turn against, like the content create not content creator, but the subscribers, why would they turn against one versus the other? They must not have liked one that much to begin with, is
And
my
that's
thing.
exactly what it is. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't
Yeah.
talk to that person from the very beginning and you just want to see a little bit of BS.
Yep.
That's what it is. That
Agree.
has to be it. Because
Agree.
it's not a big issue to where you want to say, okay, I'm not going to talk to this person because you said this about so and so. No, it's not. But the ones that, if you didn't like the person that much, then you'll make a big deal of it, saying, oh, that person should apologize just for some drama, and that may be
Exactly.
it. Mhm.
Exactly. But I mean, if they find what, why, who are we to tell them what
Correct.
they should be doing?
Correct.
Not
True.
only in their
True.
friendship, but as on their panels. These are their channels.
Yeah, true.
Faith, yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, my love.
Um, you said you were there when all of this went down, right?
We
Um,
all were.
okay, good. All right. One question. When this went down, were they personal friends or they were just YouTube friends?
They were YouTube friends.
Oh,
They
YouTube friends.
Sean and Lady
Uh-huh.
Nika were friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
James didn't know Nika.
okay,
But
okay,
when
okay,
they didn't meet to Vegas.
okay, okay, okay.
So yeah, that's
You see, like me, I'd go after the person who's trying to bring this up. You hear me? Whoever
hmm
Mhm.
stirred this up, I'd go and like open the ants nest on them because that is just wicked and evil. That's
It's
just
but
mad.
it's a
Sir
lot
King
of
started it.
but it's a
Sir
lot
King
of wicked
started
and
it.
evil on here lately. It's
Yeah.
that the beef has become really, really dark.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually been that way already. But the thing is, as years go by,
No,
people push the limits.
Teresa,
Because when
it
it
has
first came
gotten
out, I
worse.
remember people saying, "Oh, it's so horrible." I remember thinking BS was so horrible. But now it's like, it just, what I'm saying? It
What
just, as the
VS
time.
did in retrospect, what VS did is like baby land to what the stuff that's going on now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And I think it'll
Mm-hmm.
always be that way because people are still going to keep trying to push the limits. I think,
Yeah,
I don't think.
they just going to the next step, the next. What else can I do? What nobody's done this. Let me do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Correct.
trying to see how far they can push the envelope. But before, I mean, it's not going to stop until somebody end up dead or locked up. I mean, really locked up.
Yeah. It could possibly be that. Yeah. Snowbella, I don't know. I don't even watch her, so I don't know. What are you talking about? Do we agree with Pizarro? Are you trying to be funny or I don't
Bella
know?
is another one.
Well,
That is
Snowbella,
only
you might not be here longer. Okay, you got one
I'm
more
just
time to
telling
mention
you
a name.
the names you
Yeah,
calling
you got
out
one more
were
time.
Indiana's this morning.
So I'm just letting you
The
know
ones
right
you're
now because ain't
calling
nobody
out,
going for it. You either stay on topic or not at all. Ain't nobody discussing no damn Pizarro over here, so we don't give a
I'm
damn about
telling
what
you,
you have to say.
they keep that's and they know you don't like that. You and Pizarro don't care for each other. That's why he dropped that name in there so you could go on a tangent. I'm,
Exactly.
I'm
I'm like,
telling you what's going on. You
it's not
got to
TLC
pay
and 3. It's
attention.
not going to go away, though. I see what you're saying. TLC and 3 said James and Nika need to stop addressing this mess. It's going to keep going. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to stop it because y'all know with everything, people always say don't talk about. Remember how long they said don't talk about when that happened with Kimmy and them? Remember, don't talk about that went on for a month, for like probably a month. And it was like, it was crazy because it was like if they would have got it all out, it would have been over with. You know what I'm
That went
saying?
too far. That went
It
too
was
long.
crazy.
I
It
tried to
was
get
too
it nipped in
long.
the bud. It didn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I tried everything I could every time it came up. What the fuck the
Exactly.
problem? Y'all need
I
to
just
talk
figured
this
it
out
was
now.
so long ago. I don't talk about what I did in 2015 or 16. I
You
really
know,
Yeah.
we
don't.
all, but now everybody is, because remember, we're going over 3 years back, and all this other stuff. So I don't
It's
think
more than
anything,
3 years. That's 6 years. We in 2022. That's
yeah,
5 to
I
6
think
years.
anything on YouTube, I think that's history will always be discussed. I think it's really sad because this is what we do. This is like our virtual world online. So I think this is why in normal life we wouldn't even care about that. We'd be like, that was years ago. But I think because it's YouTube, that this is
I
why I
just think
think,
some people are just too invested when it comes to this. I think if they're fine with where it's at, then we should be fine. And that's just in
True.
general.
True.
Period.
yeah,
True.
But
yeah.
every time they say I'm not gonna discuss this, again, will it come up again?
It's gonna
We'll say
keep coming up.
months
That's why I
down the
said they're
road.
gonna.
Me and you
But
But
what
doing
only
is
the
the
thing,
same
outcome?
thing.
What people want? What is the outcome? What's gonna come out of this? Whatever was supposed to come out, it's out already. Okay? This
yeah,
was resolved. Our friendship was built on this. So what else? What other expectation is there? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Other
yeah.
than drama. You understand what I'm saying? Or testing these people on loyalty and friendship to see how strong it is. That's putting somebody like a crazy person like me. Anyway,
Well, my thought
anyway.
is you just gotta don't give them what they want. If they want, if the
Mm.
people, if the end game is to get them to loosen or weaken their
That's
friendship,
terrible.
they didn't win. They didn't win. So don't give
Exactly.
them that. But the thing is that they did win because they caused some type of disruption, and that's probably where I could see how James maybe would be frustrated or maybe even upset at Sean for it because he's the one that egged all this other stuff on. Yes, Kwani mentioned it after Sir King did, but then who really went in and sealed the deal and made it blow up to a big old thing was Sean. Period.
I just
Does
think,
anybody think
and just like
differently?
I think, like Lavon said that James, she doesn't believe James owed an apology, and I don't think Mika owes one. They
They
said what
don't.
they said. They meant what they said in that moment, and
Exactly.
Right.
that's
Yep. Exactly.
Exactly.
And when they came back together, it's none of our business how they came back
Right.
together. And
exactly.
what was
Correct.
Why do
said
we
when
need
they
to know
came
that?
back
Who wants to know
together.
that?
Well, they did
Exactly.
question them about who called who
Yeah.
texts who, and all of this
Oh
other
my
stuff.
God.
I've seen it
It's
all.
stupid to me. It's like I said, they are overly invested in other people's lives. They need to
In
put
other
half of this
people's
attention
business.
on their own family.
You
Mhm.
know, because Kwani was saying that. Well, who contacted who, and who called who first, and that
Hey,
ain't our
Olivia.
business.
How you doing,
Hey,
babe?
hey, how
I'm
you
sorry.
doing?
It's not our
Good,
business.
Olivia. I was talking
Hey.
about this whole thing, and I didn't know anything had went on. I was listening to you in the bushes, and I said, "Where's this coming from?" I said, "What is Olivia talking about?" And then I
Yeah,
was looking. I was like, "Did I miss some videos or something?" It
yeah,
was
that's why.
weird.
that's why I had clicked the link. I just had to get back in the house first because I want to kind of explain what I was saying. What I was
Okay.
saying was it was my unbiased opinion, and I don't have
Uh-huh.
nothing against James or Nika, and we all know that. But I just
Uh-huh.
felt that in the interest of when it comes to the court of public opinion, yeah, if you were around back then, and a lot of us really don't care. Do you see what I'm saying? But the way the narrative is, James spoke about the narrative a couple of times. The way that the narrative is being spun is that
Mhm.
he is being made out to be the bully in the situation, and we know who's spinning the narrative. But also, and I understand, he asked Nika to unprivate the videos. Nika said she wasn't going to unprivate the videos for personal reasons. She did let go of a few of the videos, but she didn't let go of any of the videos that were pretty much going, giving Jamie as much steam as he was giving her. And so, and
Uh-huh.
that's still playing into the narrative. And if this is your friend and y'all don't move past it, since it's this bully scenario going around, even though it's orchestrated, why don't just blow up the narrative and release at least one of the videos where you doing it him? And somebody said in the chat that had been around back in 2016 because I wasn't either. Um,
Uh-huh.
they were saying that I lost my train of thought. Oh, they were saying that Nika made a video before James made his video.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of that is getting lost um in translation because none of the videos of her really going at them are out. So if this is your friend and y'all done made peace and you don't want this scenario being spun on him, why not at least release one of those videos if that's your friend? Now I understand you saying you're not going to release them for personal reasons, but if isn't your friend supposed to be personal? That was just what
Child,
I was
I
going to say
don't
this
know.
morning.
It could be. I understand what you're saying. Um. Oh God. Oh God.
What's the
Olivia the
limit?
Oracle. I couldn't. I don't know how I couldn't get that out. But I understand what you're saying. But if it's like your someone in your family or someone really close that, and every video you have has nothing but hate speech in it, that would
Um,
totally go against everything that they believe. There's nothing she could do.
Is that
Well,
Brianna's
I
face?
I, I,
Hold
I kind
on.
of
Hold on. I'm
disagree.
sorry.
I disagree because the thing happened in 2016, right? And
Right.
if it is, say she got somebody in her family that's gay, right? That has nothing to do with her going back and forth with James, and her and James done made up. And in the interest of fair play, so that the narrative won't continue to be spun that he's the bully simply because she won't release one video of her going, pretty much starting the beef with him. So I
I
don't I
mean,
don't
I
understand how
remember
the
the whole thing, and honestly and truly, like somebody just said that if she releases the video, she can't play victim. Honestly, she was not a victim in this whole
well, she
situation when it
said she
came
wasn't a
to the
video. She
video.
said it over and over repeatedly, and I believe her when she say that no, I am not a victim. I did say harsh things, you know what I mean, but I am not going to release what I said because of a personal issue. Right. So even though you're saying you said harsh things, James, on the other hand, has his video up. You can go look at it of him saying what he said. You can only you only thing you can see of Nika is I said harsh things. I'm not a victim. It's kind of like an imbalance.
Well,
And
let
like I
me
said,
just
it
say,
was a
they were
personal
beyond
standpoint.
hard. They were vicious, but it is what it is.
Right, but all I'm saying is if that's your friend, why would you help him out? Why
Yeah,
would
I
you
mean,
allow that narrative to
I don't know
continue to be spun?
what you can do to fix this for the public because and they say they're done with it. So if they're done with it, I don't know. The public may not ever get what they want.
No, I don't think that they
Me,
will, but I think that it'll just because I
I
think that
think
when
that
it finally because it's going to come up every year. Think about it. If because every year it's been coming up about Vegas Gate, so there has to be like she may as well. I'm thinking she probably because if she's never going to show them, then there's no good. It doesn't. There's no reason in
well
having
this
the
this
videos.
time around though, if you'll notice, Tracy, this time around, because we do talk about it every year, but this time
Yeah.
around it's a little different.
This is it's
Because
different this time.
because the bullying narrative is being spun. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
by her saying I said derogatory things, but not releasing one of those videos to prove that you weren't bullied, that's kind
Mhm.
of making I think that, and that's why James, in my opinion, asked her to release the videos, Nyca. You know, because it shows that he is not bullying her. And to
I
him,
don't think
in my
I
opinion,
don't
it
think
does
anyone's
matter.
being bullied. Bates, do you
Uh-huh.
think he was being bullied in this situation?
No, nobody's been bullied, but I'm
I don't
saying
think
it was
nobody's been bullied, but I think they're trying to bully James at this present
they're
point.
trying to
I'm
bully
not
him.
listening.
They
They're,
trying to
they're
somebody
bullying,
said they was
they're
trying to
bullying
humble
James by
him.
saying that he's such a bad friend.
Right.
He's done her so
Right.
wrong. And they're
No.
bullying Nika because she is saying they're saying that Nika should go ahead and release the videos, even though she said she didn't want to.
I'm just
So
saying
that
not
it's
even
bullying
one,
her,
not even,
but
no,
it's the
I'm just saying
bullying
she don't
coming
have
from the
to do nothing.
subscribers.
I'm just saying I'm not saying she have to do anything, but I'm just saying if it
No,
was
I'm not
my
saying you,
friend.
Miss Olivia. I'm saying that the subscribers are saying it. It's like lines have been
Right.
drawn in the sand, and they're
Right.
bullying both of those people.
But how do you think that makes James feel? Honestly.
He feels horrible because he's thinking, can you, if there's anything you can do to help a friend out, you kind of want to do it.
Exactly. That's my point. Thank
And
Mhm.
you.
this
That's my
morning
point.
on Deanna's, you could hear it in his voice. He is
That's
so
why I made the
frustrated.
Paulette, Miss Paulette, can I just say this? You are so on point. That's the only reason I've been hearing about it for since as long as they've been talking about it. I wasn't gonna speak on it, but today I heard his voice, and so
You could
that's
hear it.
why I
Yes,
did unbiased commentary on it today.
Yeah.
you could
That is
hear
the
it
only
in his
reason why I
voice.
talked about it on my channel. So I heard his voice.
You know,
But see,
and
I've
I
never
was there
heard the
live. I
video, so
heard,
I don't know
you know,
how bad they are because apparently it would hurt her business transactions or sponsorships. Maybe I don't know.
Well, really, I
Maybe something.
disagree, Tracy, because you know it didn't really have much because it's the beef sector, and we all know we go when we in the heat of battle. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and everybody always saying you can't tell me how to fight. And if nobody really can tell you how to fight, and you don't see yourself as a victim, what's the harm in helping out a friend?
but you could
Yeah.
hear, I'm serious, you
I
could
don't
hear it in
know,
James' voice today.
but what is
This
the
morning.
lesser of the evil when you helping out a friend or you're hurting yourself and others around you? And I mean, it's a no-win situation, honestly.
Well, yeah,
Somebody gonna get hurt either way. You just
I
try to
think
pick who's
people
gonna hurt.
around you that Faith, I think people around you that will like you will understand that you were in battle. So whatever you're saying is okay at that point. That's my thought.
right.
I don't know. Because
That's
I've
my
said
thought
some heinous
too.
stuff, and I'm just like, I know that it's probably gonna get worse. I don't even I don't want to be up on like them to put me up on a pedestal or have high expectations because I already know that I can get gutter. But I
Right.
understand, and I understand. But they always said once you put, it's a blue footprint. Once you put it out there, it's out there. But so, and I'm surprised that nobody else had even recorded it because you know how people usually do with YouTube.
Yeah,
I
But
mean, she's
because
so
back
old,
then
Tracy,
they
for
wasn't
real.
really doing all that recording like they doing now.
Right. And
okay,
plus,
Because
yeah.
she's so
think
old.
about how
You know
much
what I
footage
mean?
is out.
Rhonda, I ain't starting nothing. I'm in here doing commentary just like everybody else, giving my
Chill
opinion.
out, Miss
Unlike
Rhonda.
you, who always
Chill
likes
out.
to start shit. Please do not start with me today. I'm not in the mood for it.
Miss Rhonda, please chill out. I can't even see her. I don't know where she's
Yeah,
at, but
this is
yeah,
a
please chill
serious
out.
conversation. You know,
Yeah.
this serious, and
I
everybody that's
just
up
don't want
here,
them to fall out about it because it's,
I
people
don't
are
believe
waiting
they
for
will.
people to
And
fall
that's
out.
what they're waiting for. That is exactly what they're waiting for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because see,
but
like you
Mhm.
said, the
if
Modstick,
they really don't want, if Nika really don't want them to fall out, and
Uh-huh.
you can hear the man, and if you know I mean, you can hear. In my opinion, is passive aggression coming from both sides, and it's very light, because they don't want to always fall out. But you kind
Right.
of see the passive aggression, even if he talked to Nika behind the scenes before he took her mod stick. That says a lot. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And and then the stuff that Nika's saying by doing that video that she did,
It
letting
says
her
behind
people
in
come
the
on and say, well, let
chat,
me finish,
Teresa.
if you don't mind. By
No, I
Nika
was
doing
just
that
reading her
video
the
with her
Modstick
friends,
one.
where her people could come up and say what they wanted to say about the situation, that is in a way passive aggressive, in my opinion, as well.
Now I don't know. Now what was so that shocked me. I didn't even know such video took place because apparently that was an issue because that video, I
James
guess
went to
people were
link.
dragging. Were you there,
James went,
Faith? Were you talking?
wait a minute. James went to link. I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
something was happening with that video. I didn't know a video took place where like people were dragging James on a video. I didn't even know that took place.
I heard in the streets that it was said, but I didn't
Well,
see
it
the
was
video.
like, you know,
What happened, Paulette? You went
and
out.
it was like, okay, like if we had like it'd be up over here, like if you were somewhere and
Mhm,
you had a mod stick and it was
mhm.
removed, okay, you come over here and open the panel up. Well, some people might say, well, you shouldn't have been James' moderator anyway, and he wasn't treating you right. You know what I'm saying? That would be like us
Okay.
saying those kind of things.
So,
You know,
so you
that
asked for the link, Tracy.
she opened
The
it up
link. Okay.
so people could express themselves on how they're feeling about what's been going on, you know, in that situation.
Right.
She just opened the panel up. It wasn't like, you know, people were expressing themselves on their
Right.
opinion about what's going on. And it happened,
But
it
a
was
lot of them
in the
have a
den.
one-sided opinion
So
because they
they're
didn't hear
gonna
Nika's
protect
video.
Excuse me, guys.
It's not right.
right.
Tracy.
And they're gonna
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
just like
Excuse
Uh-huh.
me,
pieces are gonna
Tracy.
protect
Yes.
Tracy over
Excuse
here.
me, Tracy. Just be
Yes.
careful and put up your banner, okay? All right,
Okay,
go ahead,
babe.
guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop down, Tracy, but thank you for having me up and let me
Thank
say
you for
my.
coming on, babe. Thank you, babes. I
Hey,
appreciate
now,
it.
yeah.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye, bye.
Oh, she's a
Bye-bye.
Florida Gator. Okay, I'm so silly. She's a Florida Gator. That's why she just put. I kept thinking, why is she putting those alligators in here? I couldn't understand. I was like, I hope it's not fighting with anybody. Okay, got you. I'm way behind in the chat, y'all. So anyway, so y'all think, okay, I see
Tracy,
what y'all were saying.
my device gonna drop me off. Can you kick me out, please?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You
Because she's
dropped the
supposed to
link
You're
to
stay up
the
welcome,
here.
page,
babe.
Tracy.
Oh, here's my Spill It boy. Hey, Spill It boy. How you doing, babes?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, I was trying to figure out. I was like, what? I had no clue as to what was going on. But at the end of the day, I was like this. I was like, okay, don't I would not, and you know already that what's trying to happen, the whole scenario that's trying to be put out there. That
Right.
Sean is behind all of this. I don't care who started first.
Well,
He's behind it, escalating, wanting y'all to break up. And I'm glad that y'all did. The fact is that he's gonna keep trying to twist because you did unmod Lady Nyca, so that's already gonna be a big thing. And and so are y'all really like, I mean, I see what you're saying too, and I see what she's saying as far as the
hold on.
videos.
Here's the thing, Tracy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm actually not upset with Sean, and I'm not upset with Kwani.
Oh,
Sean and Kwani are doing what Sean and Kwani are supposed to do. They're our
right.
opposition. So I literally, I heard you. I was driving and stuff, and I was out in the street, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not upset with them. They're actually doing what it is that they're supposed to do. That's what the opposition does. It's that they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing what you expect them to do. So I don't really have a problem with that. The friendship is between me and Nyca.
True.
So the faults can only fall between me and Nyca. The only one that
Correct.
can fix it is me and Nyca.
Right.
So I'll say this, Paulette, you did a fantastic job
Yes, she did.
explaining what you saw. Paulette didn't pick any sides. She didn't say what she didn't even lead into what she thought. She just
Right.
literally put out what she said. Now, what I came up here for is to clear up some of the number stuff, because y'all got some of the number stuff wrong. And
Uh-huh.
I'll go ahead and explain that.
Well, wait a minute before you do that, Philip boy. Did you hear? I know you were in my chat a little bit
I was
this
in your
morning,
chat too. Mhm.
and I reiterated what I said. Do you feel like that was too far off?
No, there's
Okay.
some stuff there. There's some stuff.
Okay. Thank you for being honest about that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I mean, we're irritated. We're both irritated.
Right.
We're
And we
both
are
irritated.
all in the situation. You see what I'm saying? So thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, but no, yeah, the Sean thing. He's supposed to grovel. He's supposed to laugh and key. He's supposed to do everything that he's doing right now, but
Right.
he don't have the power to move
Right.
me and Nyca. It's really on us.
Right.
If
True.
Exactly.
everything
He
is
even
if
jumped
one
in my
of us or
chat.
two of us gets on our feelings, That's
Yeah.
on us.
Yeah.
It really-
Yeah.
and then you should be laughed at. I mean, it's just that's the real. That's the
Yeah.
reality of it.
He even
Yeah.
jumped in my chat. He can't keep no secrets. He because he talks so much, he can't let his narcissism won't him allow him to do something sneaky and not take credit for it. So I believe that's the reason why he even jumped in my chat this morning. He don't come to my chat. Why would you be in my chat this
See, I
morning?
wasn't. I missed all that. I was there in the very beginning, and then
Yeah,
I was, like
he
I said,
jumped
I was
down
in the
there under
street.
hard. Yeah, he jumped down there under hard conversations. So that's pretty much validating when I said the whole thing was orchestrated behind the scenes. Like we already know that, but you know, he
Yeah,
can't
and
let
I
me do
and
that.
everybody was trying to figure out who started it, why it started, and all that. It started over the weekend. It started with Kwani.
Yeah.
The actual
But do you know
movement,
that Sir King? But do you know Sir King initially brought that up? Remember, Philip Boy?
same group, same group,
Yeah.
same group.
True. Yeah.
But it actually started with what Kwani did her push forward. That's when it started to move and it started to grow legs.
Paulette, I hear background. Can you press mute, please?
Yeah, up until that point, we've been, when the ops been trying to come between us for how long?
Right.
Okay.
Not for a long time.
Okay.
I hear background noise. Paulette, I hear background noise, babe.
Paulette,
I'm proud to welcome my grandbaby. Hold on.
Okay.
there we go. Okay, so it actually the movements really started with Kwani's push. That's it. It started with Kwani's push, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I haven't said this. I didn't say this in my video. I didn't say this in this morning. I'm gonna go on to say it. We've been doing really good with people throwing stuff. They've thrown everything but the kitchen sink at us. Okay. Kwani started her stuff. And that is the first time I've seen a crack in the foundation. You understand? And I saw a crack in the foundation where my friend called me and said, "Hey, what did you mean when you called me Gator Croc?" And she said, I said, "What do you mean?" She said, I always thought you were talking about where I live, not my looks and stuff. And she said, and I'm like, it kind of threw me off. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. But then it was like she was trying to get to the origin. That was some of what that Sir King, Kwani, that was the push about the Gator Croc thing. And that's the first that she's ever asked that. That's the first that I've ever heard of her say anything about that or ever try to get down to what the meanings were and how I came up with the name Gator Croc. That is the first time I saw a crack in the foundation. And I said,
and that happened recently? Did that just happen recently?
Happened this weekend. That happened this weekend.
Weekend.
And I said, Nyca, whenever I said that, it was all encompassing. It was whatever.
And maybe she felt like y'all were at a point now. Maybe she felt like maybe she feels like y'all are real close now, so she can ask you. Maybe she's always thought about it, but just put it behind her. So maybe she just
that showed a crack.
Can I say something? Sorry, Spirit Boys. Sorry, everybody. Before this thought come out of my head. Sorry to interrupt. I'm not taking sides, but that question should have never been asked. In my friendship and my experience, that should never been asked.
Yes. I think if she's curious about it, that would bring closure. And you can really
battle. Said that it got to her. That's like the first. That's why I say that's where it also. That's the first time I've seen something that kind of actually really got to Nyca. It got to her. And that's why I put out when I threw out the Terry P thing. Kwani did. She's a good manipulator. She did that same thing with Terry P. And Terry P went sideways and it penetrated Terry.
Yeah.
Well, when she asked you that question, is that what led to y'all having a conversation about you removing her Modstick?
I didn't remove it at that moment.
Okay.
I didn't remove it at that moment. I we talked about it. I said, okay, cool. And that was it. And we were good. And I said, let's go. And we moved on. We moved on. And then she did a live. And then she mentioned it in the live.
Okay.
About the Gator Croc name and what she thought it meant. And that kind of, I was like, wow, okay, so
Okay.
So then
That,
you were taken aback by that because that made it seem like,
that's bothering her. So I said, all right, cool.
Did you not see that as a sign of passive aggression?
From her?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I saw that as a point where something actually got in, something penetrated you, and it got to you. Something touched your spirit. That's what I saw.
Right. And
I
then
didn't
from
see any of
my
that in
lens,
there at all. I think
right.
she came to me as a friend to
Right.
get clarity. Am I correct? Were you
After
really
6
talking about
years,
my looks? Were you?
Yeah.
You know, she
right.
was
So after 6 years, spill it. After 6 years,
You come on! I didn't just meet Nyca.
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. After 6 years, she just not asking you this question over the
Right,
weekend.
that's what I'm saying. It for whatever reason that day it got it. Nyca's a woman, so you as a woman, you're allowed to not be a rock on Wednesday and then be a rock on Thursday. I mean,
I understand that. Right. I get it.
And all I do as a friend is say, okay, let's deal with it.
Right.
And then
So
we
what
go ahead
led
and
to the
move on. I
conversation
thought we
about
dealt with it.
right? So what
And
led to the
then
conversation about you removing the mod stick? What led to
okay,
that?
so this is that's where I was taking you. So
Okay.
that happened. Then I said, okay, we cool. I no more. I said we good. When she went live later, and then she mentioned it again, I said, no, we're not good. It just, I be paying attention, and I
because
just
you
looked.
thought you had talked
I
about
said,
it
that's
behind
not good.
scenes.
I said that really bothered her. So I said, okay, cool. We continued on. And then the next thing was I think it went to Breeze. There we because there's been a lot of panels and a lot of questions. We've done it. But when there was a situation where I didn't drop down in the chat, in her chat. And the den mates were questioning her and saying what they had to say about the apology thing and this, that thing, and the other. This was all earlier, like over toward the weekend time. And I was like, okay. And then we had a situation where one of the, I know they dropped down. And then she called me right after and said, are we okay? And I'm like, yeah, we fine. And I explained I didn't drop down because it wasn't a place for me to drop down. Because they're already building this narrative that I bully you and I run you, and you're letting the den have their moment to say what they need to say to you. And that's fine. They're because I understand how she runs the den, and they're giving their feelings, and that was fine. It wasn't time for me to drop down. It was time for me to leave it alone and go on about my business. She handled her business, and that's what it was, business. Her dealing with the den is her business. Now, as that was going on, I said, thought about it again. I said, okay. Next thing that happened was we were over in my live. And then Kayla decided to give me the major round of questioning, like she was doing her thing over while she's in the den. And at that point, that's what I decided and said, you know what? This has now become a conflict of interest. I'm going to remove the stick for now because there's going to be some times where I see where we're going. And I don't even need her to be in a position where one of her people's acting up and you are forced with, do I block them? Whereas if it was somebody else, you would block them. So
and everybody press mute because I hear a lot of background noise. Everybody press mute, please. Okay. So yes, so you were
I
saying.
went ahead and I removed the Modstick, and that was it. And then we went on, and there was more questions, and this, that, thing, and the other. Then I did my cleanup. People noticed that she didn't have her Modstick. That made more questions. Went on over there, did my cleanup, and then she opened up the panel yesterday, and they had their whole little session. And it just kind of is what it is. It is what it is.
So no, somebody said that she was surprised.
As a business, I made a business decision. Just like you're running a business over there, I'm running a business over here.
So somebody was saying that she was surprised when she dropped down in there. They were saying she it was like she didn't know. That's what Petty Queen and Snowbella was saying.
No, she knew. They didn't know.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if for me, right? I guess it's a personal preference. If I had a bad fight, like a major fight, like Nika and James had, first of all, it's breaking up to make up, right? So at the time, for us to move forward, right? For me,
Mm-hmm.
that is the time I would ask whatever questions I need to ask. First of all, to get clarity, to know if we have a solid ground to move on with a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. Because that will personally, that will hurt me. If I'm friends with someone, even for a year or two, and something happened before and after the fact, when I think we're together, we okay, we're confident, we have our stuff going on, and then after you're bringing up something from the past, that would make me question. I would have to question that to know, well, were you 100% into this friendship, or you had doubts? You see, and that's what happened with a lot of foundation, even marriages. You have to know what you're going into. You have to take your time. If you're not ready, then you say you're not ready. You take it
Well,
slow.
I think it was always she always questioned it, but she just wanted to move on because she was happy to have her friend back. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, and so therefore she never even questioned it. But
No, but
then
she should have.
maybe, but hold on, but then. And
Mhm.
maybe she should have, but she doesn't work that way. I think you know how she will go away and then she'll come back. I know that's how Lady Nika kind of
Yeah,
works out.
that
So
brother
I
Nate,
think
that
Mhm.
so I think that when she mentioned that behind the scenes and he told her what it meant or whatever, that probably should have been it. But because she came back public, it put people out there to say, oh my God, he's horrible. I'm just thinking he's
right.
horrible because I can't believe that you didn't know all this time or whatever, because you didn't know that he was calling, why he was calling you that. And then it just didn't it made it seem worse in the eye of public opinion, because
Yeah,
y'all had
the
already
mother.
talked about it behind the scenes and
And
she
I don't
called you
think that
back.
initially she was doing that on purpose. I don't think she
No,
was
I
being
don't think so.
malicious
I
at
don't think
all.
so.
I don't feel like she was being malicious. And
No.
it just is what it is. And again, I'm there. We're in each other's chats. So I could see you could see a rumbling in
Right.
someone's chat and in their group. You can see the rumbling. We know what the rumbling looks like. And why it's business. I did my business. I
Right.
did my
Right.
business.
But
My
having said
being in
that,
my business is to remove you out of my business before we have an issue that involves my business.
Correct.
mm,
It's not to
but
sit around and wait on. How many people have we seen fall out and then the next thing you know they in their chat and ain't nobody in their chat, and then you look
Mhm.
and everybody been blocked,
Correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
all that type of
can I?
bullshit. We ain't got to do all that, but I wasn't worried about that. I wanted to get it out of the way before it became another issue. And
Correct.
literally, she was the one, because she's the one that's been beat up about that mod stick. She's been beat up about that mod stick a couple of times. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? She's doing this. She's doing that. You know, so I just removed it. I removed
Yeah.
it.
Well, can I ask the question? Having said all of that,
Mm-hmm.
and going back to what Tracy was saying, just to piggyback off of that, um, I also was saying in my commentary this morning that if we had been friends and we had made up, you guys talk on the phone, you guys talk offline, you guys are friends, because of what's going on in the court of public opinion. Why would you not? If you were my friend, I would release one of those videos that would prove that I was not being bullied. I am not the victim here. They said this morning that she made a video before you responded to it. So, with all of that knowledge that she has, a lot of the bullying, a lot of the narratives that have been spun and orchestrated could be dispelled with her releasing one of those videos that show her going at you just like you was going at her. So how do you feel about her not being willing to do that?
And I'm not really, and that's where everybody's like, oh, well, he's mad because I'm not mad about her
I ain't
not.
saying you mad.
I'm
I'm
not,
not
I'm
saying
no,
you
not
mad.
you.
No.
Remember, I'm everywhere.
Right.
There's a thing that I'm mad about her not releasing the video. I'm not. I'm
Right.
not. See, the damage has already been done.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
Okay, the damage has already been done. The shift and where it looks shady has already been done because
Right.
it was a situation. Let me give you these numbers, okay? Here's the numbers. There are 20 videos.
Right.
Wow.
8 videos were released. 8. Now, they went regular, and then she put them on. They're saying she put them on members only and put it at the highest tier. So now you got to be the highest tier to actually be able to look at them. Again,
Wow.
that's her business. But
Okay.
you chose. I never looked at which videos it was. I didn't. It wasn't important. I was there. So
Right.
then that's when the street started to get ablaze. She's sitting and watching it like I'm sitting and watching it. And when we start looking in chats and we see people in the chat saying, I watched all of Nyca's videos that she released, and she hardly even said anything to you. And now I'm
Oh,
confused,
got
like,
you.
what do you mean? And again, right to this day, I haven't watched to see which videos that she released. And then she said, no, I didn't release the ones that had this, that thing, and the other, because again, they could damage her brand, they could hurt whoever these people she's trying to protect, that kind of thing. And it didn't make a difference at that point. It really doesn't make a difference at that point. You just know that you handpicked 8, there are 12 somewhere that you made your decision not to release. And from what I'm hearing, in that 12 is where the shit about cancer is, where all of the fags and all that good shit, where all of that
So those are the good ones.
Yeah, it's not just the F word. There was cancer shit in there. I mean, we battled. The only thing
my thing is, I mean, like, honestly, James, you know that shady whether you want to say it or not. I'll say it.
Hold
on,
on,
because they're getting mad at me because they're getting mad at me because we keep interrupting James. Okay, hold on.
Let me say this one thing and then I'll let you go, Libby. The one thing that I'm going to say that neither one of us touched each other's children. We didn't do that. Neither one of us touched each other's children. I didn't touch her children. She didn't touch my children. But everything else was out there and it was on and it was popping. Okay.
But if that's our history, that's our history. Why be ashamed of something that it's already, once you put it out there, it's already out there. So that's something
that's where the issue came, because when you say I'm releasing my videos, one of our biggest issues that we've ever had about how every now and then Sean releases, because Sean has 14 videos. And he's taken those videos and he's spliced them at times. He's moved them around, and he builds an air. That's what he does.
Yeah.
That's been one of our biggest issues. When you handpicked and put certain ones out, you shifted the narrative, ma'am. That's what you did.
So James,
so it doesn't matter at this point. You did what you did.
No, we can't tell the truth about it.
It doesn't matter. So when you say, "Oh, you seem like you feel some kind of way," wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm trying to say.
So, James, do you feel like you were thrown under the bus? Like it was
not thrown under the bus, not thrown under the bus. You just did what you wanted to do, and I mean, did you do it to be malicious? I don't feel like it was a malicious thing. I feel like it really was the thing of, okay, I don't want these things on my name, so I don't want that out there. I believe that. I believe that.
Okay, well, but you didn't take down your video though. Your video has been up since you put it up.
And yeah, I mean, it's not. You didn't do me a favor. You didn't do me a hurt. It was what it was. You did what you wanted to do with the stuff, but the facts are what the facts are. There's still 12 videos that are out there. And I'm not worried about it. It doesn't matter at this point. It just is.
But now, have you seen all of those other 12 videos? Have you seen
there? I was there.
You know what I was
there. We watch. See, there were no lives. These are all pre-records.
So I'm gonna bring. Okay, I'm I'm gonna bring Lady Nyca up. Everybody, please go on mute. Please, Paulette, Heatwave, and go on mute because I just want James and Nyca to talk right now so that I don't have to interrupt them or nothing. Okay, hold on, Lady Nyca. I'm gonna bring you on. Hey, Lady Nyca.
Hey.
What's going on, Tracy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I had just heard about this today when I was listening at Oracle and I was in the bushes and I was like, let me see what's going on here. And I said, wait a minute. I said, because y'all know that this is going to be just a what do you call it? Like just a gloating process, a whole party for Sean Bradley. I was like, come on now. I was like, you got to resolve it or see what, maybe how y'all can resolve it and be on, come to a mutual
Okay,
understanding.
let me resolve it for people. Whatever
Uh-huh.
James said, I said something 10 times as well. I know y'all think that the reason why I'm holding it down is because I'm worried about my image. I don't give a fuck what y'all think on YouTube about me. I went from being YouTube's most hated to being, people got a little love for me now. So
Yeah.
those videos are not even on YouTube anymore, period. I took those down for personal reasons. And yes, I care about James. I got mad love for James, but I don't have more love for James than I got for my own child.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's all. I'm not putting, and if I splice it, I heard that I was supposed to be, you said gave the suggestion of editing. Teresa, you
No,
can't, if I edit it, you ain't
but
gonna
you,
know what the hell I'm talking about because
Right.
one,
Yeah. You're
I
right.
was
That defeats the whole
vicious,
purpose.
okay?
You
I
still don't
Yeah.
cannot
know.
edit nothing like that. Even
Yeah.
and I'm good at editing, but you wouldn't even know it would be probably child 2 minutes of the video because everybody knows that I'm vicious by the mouth, especially back then. I've changed a lot since then. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put James in no position to where he looks bad. I gave y'all what I could give y'all. And the reason why those other 12 videos are not up because they were not all at James first of all, and they were vicious. And that is not the person that I am today. So I'm okay. Don't y'all, I don't need nobody trying to attack him or do nothing to him. You can say whatever you want to say about me. I honestly don't give a rat's ass, okay? I really don't. But what I'm saying is, it's for my personal reasons that I
Right.
cannot release. I cannot upload those back to YouTube. And if I upload those back to YouTube, that is going against a promise I made to mine. And mine come before anything. So if I lose subbies, so be it. If I lose views, so be it. But I'm telling y'all, they were vicious. Okay? Because I felt like I had to fight hard. I'm one person fighting two dudes and some other public opinions and other people that were making videos at that time attacking me. When I
Does
tell
your
you
son,
that was
does he
every
watch your
day,
videos? Does he watch your videos in your channel?
of course, my son is 24 years old. He can do what he
Okay.
wants.
No, I'm just asking, does he watch your video in your channels? Because I was thinking
Yes,
of a
he
way
does.
that, that could that could help both of y'all. Because I guess what's being happened, I guess a lot of people, I don't know why, but people are saying that it's like a bullying thing going on or whatever. And I'm like,
And
where's
it's
the bullying
not.
thing? I don't
I'm
see that.
not being bullied. I'm not a victim. I even told Pray Tell, he said, you have to keep Nika honest. I told him, let me lie in peace. So
But
Can
that's
I
what
ask
you
you a
guys
question,
are
Nika?
talking about.
She's the viciousness that she's speaking of and not wanting it ain't about me. She already know that I'm like a little trunk, honey. It doesn't bother me. When she said what she said the first time, it didn't bother me. I've
Right.
always told you all, me and Sean have sat and laughed at the reads and the gap. I'm here. This is what I do. This
Right.
ain't about me
But
as
can I
far
ask
as
a
trying
question?
not to hurt my feelings. So y'all need to stop that because it ain't about hurting my feelings. Her reasoning for not wanting to release the videos have nothing to do with me and my feelings.
Nothing at all. It has
Well, can I
nothing
ask
to
you a
do with
question,
you.
Nika?
And
Can I
it
ask
has
you a question?
everything. Well, I guess, yes, ma'am.
Okay, the only question that I had is the same question I've been asking over and over again. I understand that you said you're not release or re-uploading those videos for personal reasons. James is cool with it. He said the damage been done, all this and all that, right? But even though the damage has been done and people gonna think what they want to think at the end of the day, um, just because a narrative is being orchestrated and being spun, um, I do you think that do you what would be so wrong with you? And you said you done said horrible things. You done admitted to that, but see, that is still not the same as his video being still up. He had to take his video down. He can say I said horrible things, but they can also go back and watch it for themselves. It's kind of different when you saying I said horrible things, but then not showing not one of the videos where you said the horrible things. That is allowing the narrative to continue to be spun. That is the reason why the people that's pulling the strings in the back is doing what they're doing because they
Heat
know
wave,
you're
can you
not.
press mute? I'm sorry. Heat wave, can you press mute? I hear like a lot of struggling in the background. Yeah.
I don't care as long as James understand what it is, and I'll even go into details with
But I
him.
don't
But
think
I
that he
won't go
does,
into
though. I think
details
that
with
it's hurtful to
you.
him on some level, whether he's admitted
I
to it or
don't.
not.
I'm not
Because
trying
if
to
he
hurt
was
him.
my friend, I would release one of those videos so that people would stop calling him a freaking bully and stop letting that boy over there spin that narrative. Because we friends.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I had got a call. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Lady Nyca. Can you hear me? She's probably gonna come back in.
She got an Android. She got to reset. When if
I
we don't
think.
have it set off, when you get a call, you got to reset and come back in.
So, do you think that would help it? One, because the thing is, James, it's pointed right now. I guess that you're not being painted in a good light. That's the whole thing, right? Because people are.
Well, that's the plan, right?
Yeah. Well, not
So
her
why
plan.
did you
I
help
mean,
you out?
I'm here for the bullshit. That's the plan.
Okay,
That's the
everybody.
plan.
to help you.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So Lady Nyca's back. Okay, Lady Nyca, you're
I
back.
can
So
do that
everybody else.
mentally.
Okay. Now, what were you saying? So you were saying. So then, how
I'm
can?
sorry. I had got a phone call. That's what knocked me out, but I came right back. The
That's
reason why
okay.
these videos ain't coming back up, and this is the final thing, it has nothing to do with hurting James. It has nothing to do with hurting him.
Right.
I'm not trying to hurt James in any kind of way.
But you're
I
not
would
trying to
not.
help him
I
either.
would
Do you
not.
see what I'm saying? You're not trying to help him either. Do
Okay,
you see
well,
what I'm
Miss
saying?
Olivia, what would you have me to do? Put the videos back up and say,
No,
fuck my
not
face?
all of them. Not all of them. I said in my video this
Every
morning that
last
if
one of them are vicious, Miss Olivia. I
but it
wasn't
just
no
take
joke.
one. It just take one because he your friend and because he just got one. That's all
James,
I'm
do
trying
you
to say.
need
I
that from
don't.
me?
I see that feels like the bullying thing. That's why
No,
I'm like,
it's not
okay,
bullying. I really want to know if you feel like I'm leaving you out here to go through it with these people. If you tell me you need that from me, then because I do believe in our friendship and want to nurture it, then I will put that shit back out there. But if you don't feel, if you're not fucked up about it, then I'll leave it where it's said. Because I've said 101 times, I lost the grandmother this year. God damn,
Mhm,
to cancer.
mhm.
My son just fucking
But
came
why
out.
don't you just tell her the truth, James, and
I
get it
ain't
over
got to
with?
tell nobody shit. I
Why
ain't
don't
Mm.
you
on
tell her
y'all
the truth,
motherfucking
James?
day.
I don't think
James,
she has to do it because, like, I refuse to do the apology. She can refuse to do the video, and
yeah, but
it,
that's not how
No,
you truly feel, though. So
yeah,
y'all
no,
just
James.
that
gonna
is
keep
how I
on
truly
dancing.
feel. That's how I
No, it's
truly
not.
feel.
No, it's
It
not.
really is.
How you
It
truly
really is.
feel is that because this narrative is being spun, you would think that to offset that narrative, your friend could help you out a little bit.
Yeah,
No,
just a little bit. I don't know how that can
it,
happen. You know,
I
like
mean,
it,
a,
I
a
don't know
uh,
why
snap
we acting
video.
superhuman around here, but hey, it ain't my business.
that's
It's
not
just my opinion.
superhuman, Olivia. You know, I live in the world of it is what it is, right?
Well, that's
So
part of
just
it is
is
what
what
it is.
it is.
If you was my friend, if it would have been me and you in the battle back then, and we would have made up, all this stuff is coming up, and they bashing my friend over the head, trying to humble him. I'm going to put at least one of those videos up to prove number
Mhm.
one that I'm not a victim, number
Word
two that
don't
he
mean
didn't bully
nothing.
me or victimize me. I made the video first, and then he responded because you my
But my
friend.
word
See, this is
don't
why I
mean
don't do
nothing, Miss
friends on
Miss
Olivia.
YouTube.
Lady
This is why
Nyca.
I don't do this
Word
shit.
don't mean nothing here.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. I just want to
Mhm.
ask Lady Nyca a question, please, Lady Nyca, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Lady Nyca, why did you ask James after the fact about what the gator whatever meant? I'm
Because
curious
someone
about that,
said,
if you don't mind.
because they, the reason,
Mhm.
can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
I'm
you hear
hearing
me?
you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I asked that question is because I wanted to know. I've always wanted to know because I saw what YouTube took it to me, and then I know where I thought it to me. So I said, you know what? We're in a good place now. I can ask
Yep.
him without him thinking that that is the beginning of something else. It's not.
Yeah.
I have no
That's how I
issue.
took it.
I didn't
That's
feel
how I
like it
took
was
it.
an issue.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a
Okay.
I
Try to
felt like
know
you got touched
It's
in
a
your
two.
spirit. That's all.
so
One,
It
something
wasn't
with.
about
I promise you, I won't ask nothing else
one more.
because
One,
I just wanted to know.
Lady Nyca, one more
Okay, see, that's how
question.
I took it.
One.
I said she just want to know, and she felt that y'all
Ex,
were in a good space
right.
because
I
they
didn't
were
feel like it was that was a crack. I felt like that was a crack. I
ex,
felt like it touched
wow.
you in your spirit. I believe that you believed whatever you believed back in the day, and that it just hit you at that time.
oh, can I, Lady Nyca? I'm sorry. I know I asked one
I
question.
hear
I want to
somebody
ask
has
your
another
next
window
question,
open or a
please.
TV on. I hear a window or a TV on the background somewhere.
I don't have a TV.
No, that's Nika's phone went down. It's low.
Oh, her phone went down. Oh, I can't even
Oh,
hear you, Lady Nika. I'm
And then I
sorry.
said it on my
Oh, there
channel.
you
Look,
go.
I ain't taking the
la-
way y'all want to try to take it.
la-
I'm matter of fact about it because that's what it was for me. These
okay,
are old wounds. I'm not trying to do
right.
anything to them. It is what it is. I don't understand why. See, if I was sitting here painting myself in a good light, I could see why people couldn't take my word. But I'm telling you, I said vicious shit.
I
Why
believe
Lady
you.
can't
Nyca, I
people
don't
take
even
my
want to ask
word
you.
at it?
Well, let me
Why do
address
I
this.
have to
Wait
put
a
a
minute.
video
Let
up
me
to
address
please
this. Hold
YouTube
on.
just so y'all can lay off of him? Because if I put the video back up, any one of them, y'all gonna do the same goddamn thing you're doing right now. It ain't gonna break nothing. It ain't gonna stop y'all from trying it. Because the end of the day, you know what people want? They want to see Lady Nyca and Spilly Boy TV go at it again. And I'm telling
Exactly.
y'all here
Exactly.
right
But
now.
that's not
I
Exactly.
what,
said it
hold on,
this
but
And
that's
morning.
that's
not,
not
This is
going to
the
happen
but
final
from
hold
her
on,
thing I
putting
can
that
hold
say
on,
to
video
you,
up.
hold
Teresa.
on.
You don't have
But
You
to.
didn't,
that's,
I know the
Can,
situation. You didn't see that.
that's not
So
what
I
I
gave
want.
you
That's why I'm
this
like, wait
today.
a
That's
minute.
not what I
I'm
want
in a
either.
good
Just let
place.
me say
I
this.
don't
That's
give a
not what
shit
I want.
about public opinion.
I just,
You can
Yeah,
still
that's
say I'm a
not what.
thief
Let me
today.
just say.
You think
Let
I
me
give a
just
shit
say.
about
Lady
that?
Nyca,
No,
That's
I
not
don't,
what I
because I know
want.
what the
Lady
hell I've
Nyca,
done on these
That's
YouTube
not what
streets
I
to
want.
change that
Well,
narrative.
that's not
I
what I
Lady
didn't have
want.
to
Nyca.
put a video up to please y'all. If he
Well, that's
say to
not
me
what
he
I want.
need that, that
Le-
I'm his
oh
friend,
wow.
he done did shit for me, I'll do that. But I'm not gonna do something like that,
Yeah.
something I said I wouldn't do.
Mm.
And if it inflict possible pain on other people and myself, it ain't about public image.
Eh,
The
le-
videos are not down because
Well,
of
as
public
far as James,
image.
okay,
Because if
James,
that
my
was the case,
can,
I'd have
question,
been put
hold
them back
on,
up. He
Lady
been
okay,
before
Nyca,
the YouTube stream
hold
started
on.
again. He said put the videos back up. I don't want
le-
the damn videos back up.
Well,
It
that's
So you
not
took.
what
just,
I want.
okay,
I
I hope
hold
you're
would,
not
on.
not who I
implying that I
am
want
today.
y'all to
le-
fight.
I
I hope
talk
you're not
like a
implying that I
oh
mm,
my
want you to
God. If
fight
y'all,
Lady
either.
the
Nyca,
ones that seen them, y'all
one,
know how I came in them videos.
Lady Nyca,
That's
Lady
not where I'm
Nika,
at today. And I
I
don't
I
definitely
put
know,
can't
but
that
either.
Lady
on me
Nika,
at all.
nobody's gonna
And I
judge
don't
you
want
by
to run the
how
risk of
you
the
were at
people
that
that
time.
video
oh
fucked
wow.
up, all 12 of them,
So nobody
to
can't get
be
one
fucked up
edge at this
again.
point.
Lady Nyca,
Okay.
But
Lady
A person
Nyca,
see
shouldn't
now,
have to do all of this.
Lady
Y'all
Nyca,
but
think
Lady
what you
Nika,
want to think. But if
eh,
James need me to do that,
oh wow.
then I'll do that for him. But I'm not
Le-
doing shit for
that's what
YouTube
I'm
right.
public
saying,
where
Lady
James.
y'all
Nyca,
can
That's what
put
I'm.
take the
That's all
video
I'm
and tear it
saying.
apart and all this shit.
le,
And as good as you guys are snatching
ooh,
videos, you mean tell me y'all ain't never snatched none of them damn videos?
le, Lady
No,
Nyca,
Well, I hope nobody
I
not
didn't
trying
I
to
even know
take
you.
this
Lady
what
I
I
didn't
want.
Nyca,
even know
That's
I
you
all
at the
I'm
thought I
time.
saying.
would. I
Okay,
did not
Well,
now
know we was
everybody
gonna
press
come
mute.
across
Press
as no
mute, please.
practicing
Everybody
from
press
no
mute.
foundation. I just
Press
wanted
mute.
to know.
Heat Wave and Olivia.
That
Okay,
was
so
it.
Olivia saying, are you referring to her? That's what she was saying. Are you referring to her
Can
like
y'all
as
hear
far as
me?
yes. Olivia saying that. Are
Can
you
y'all hear
referring
me?
to her?
Damn.
Yes. Can you hear me? Okay, so she went out.
Okay, while we
Okay,
doing
so
this,
what I
can
need to
we
find
answer
out,
this
I just
question
need to
for
find this
voluptuous
out first.
woman? Can we ask, because
Okay.
voluptuous woman keeps putting the same question in over and over, or the same
Who?
statement.
Who? Which
Voluptuous
one?
woman. She's saying James said he still feels the same way then and now. James said awful things about you, Nyca. Voluptuous woman. What
What is
part
she?
of Mika saying that she felt the same way as she said the exact same thing? Now, what's your point, baby? What's your point?
okay, this is what I wanted to get out. This is my point. I just wanted to say, okay, so the fact is that Lady Nyca, okay, what's going to help you as far as from the
Nothing.
heat from being on you
Nothing.
is, I think, it's not.
No,
So,
no, it's not. That's what I'm saying. To try to get her to put up the video, she don't want to put everything that everybody's looking for was just said. Get out your feelings for a minute. Everything that everyone is looking for was just said.
Okay.
Okay, voluptuous woman, you want to argue, I see. It's not about arguing. I'm not trying to argue with you.
We're not going to go there with her. Okay, can you please chill out, voluptuous woman, or you're going to be blocked?
That's Nyca's. Nyca is the one that really needed to answer, or not me, because it wasn't.
So, Lady Nyca, so I don't want y'all to follow it at all. I was just,
You ask her my question,
I ain't
Tracy.
falling out with no damn body. I'm just saying that I don't have it in me to even keep doing this. This is now going on into the second week, really longer than that. But the people that was able to get something started, this is going into the second week of that. I'm not trying to defend anything.
Y'all gotta wait. Just stop.
Can you ask her my question?
Just stop. In 1 second. Can I say this? Can I say this? Because this is really going to put everything into perspective. Seriously. So I refused an apology. Okay. Nyca refused an apology. So we both were on board. We said, no, we're not doing an apology. People want her now to put up the video. They want me to take my video down. I refused to take my video down. She refused to put her videos up. I told you why I wasn't going to put my videos down. Today, Nyca has explained in detail why she's not going to put her videos up. And then that really is it. Now, for those who didn't get it, she said it flat out. She said it flat out. This is the first time Nyca actually gave the full out reason that she wasn't putting it up. That she said it had to do with her boy, and it had to do with your grandmother, right, Nyca?
Right.
And her grandmother. So
and how she looked. She said how she looked.
And she said, if I put the video up, people are going to go back to treat me the way they were treating me before. So, like I said, it come down to business. She chose her business over my business. What is the problem? Ain't no problem. She spoke her truth, and that's it. She's not willing to.
She doesn't want to go back to that.
Herself under the bus to get people to stop building a false narrative about me. And that's really it. That it was all actually said here.
So let me repeat it. So she's not going to show. Okay, so she's not going to put those out because it will help you. It will help people to build a false narrative about you.
Right.
But it will help
how people view her now. She worked.
I don't care what people think about me. I'm not putting those videos back up because people still gonna say what they gonna say about me. It ain't got nothing to do with public opinion. If I came back once, I can come back again. It ain't no thing. It's about me not wanting to put that up where I'm talking about cancer and I'm talking about the community. Do y'all not hear what I'm saying?
I understand what that is. No, okay, go ahead, Heatwave.
Can I ask one question?
I didn't know it was about her son and her grandmother. I had no idea. I just found out with.
Go ahead, Heatwave, because I want to be able to get into this with Lady Nyca. I'm gonna have to drop everybody off after this. Go ahead, baby.
Lady Nyca. When this is part 2 of the question I asked you before, when you asked James what that gated thing had meant, how did it make you feel when he explained what it was?
I felt relieved because I had the answer I had the answer to the question that I wondered for years. I didn't feel bad.
No, I'm talking about your hurt. Did you feel bad? Were you hurt? Were you disappointed?
No, she's telling you. She felt relieved.
I felt relieved because I finally heard it from him.
And I get it. That's what I'm saying. I get what you were saying. But I get
when you asked her the question that I asked her, Teresa, you try to ask it herself, and then I just drop
I'm finishing off with Lady Nyca right now, and I'm done. Lady Nyca, this is for you and James, okay? Listen, friendship, okay? That is something I would never let anyone get in between. When you build on solid ground, No one could penetrate that. You understand what I'm saying? I have a friendship for 45 years, and not even my husband could not get in between. You understand? I cherish that. I guard it with actually my life. You understand? So no one, and you, Nerd James, have owe nobody anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay? What you don't want to give, you don't want to give. End the story. That's for me. Okay? Thank you guys so much. You know, good
Thank
luck.
you, Heat Wave. Thank you, baby. Okay. So, and then, so, Oracle, I don't know what you're, I mean, I don't think that she was
She
speaking to you
was trying to
specifically.
clear up that she didn't want. Oracle was trying to make certain that Nyca knew that she's not, her purpose is she's not here to make us fight. And I think Nyca
Nobody
knows
is.
that.
Yeah.
She knows that.
And I'm not. I don't think Miss Olivia trying to make us fight,
No.
but I think that people not hearing what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Livy has an
Y'all
This
opinion.
is my
about
Just like
first
y'all
time.
everybody else.
about
It's, I mean, it's no harm, no foul. Nobody lost no blood. Everything
Yeah,
cool. Livy don't
this
agree,
is
and
my
that's
first time
cool.
hearing you. It's my first time hearing you say that, but the thing is, yeah, just don't. I wouldn't just give it any more because, like, y'all know how it is already. Y'all already know. Hopefully, y'all can move past it because that's what they're gonna love. People want to see everybody that's over here get into beef one after another just to have stuff going. It's just it is what it is, and it's like that's why I was like, wait a minute, this is it can't be, it can't happen. And then they were like, well,
in
you
the
agreed
fight
to the
with
minor.
James, Christian. I'm not
Huh?
in the fight with James at all.
Yeah.
What y'all don't know, me and James was texting earlier today.
Yeah,
With
I
no
mean,
one
we're fine.
on. So what are
This is
y'all
the business
talking
part.
about?
And we're in literally, you got, when I said you got the answers that you need, I got the answer that I needed. And if y'all were really listening, you got the answer. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What's in the videos could hurt something on her side that has to do with her and her business, period.
Yeah.
And what she has over there could change things for me and my business, but probably not. It just is what it is. Who likes me, likes me. Who doesn't like me, doesn't like me. And that's it. But at the end of the day, she chose her. And what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Self-preservation is the first
Self-preservation is
priority.
key. And that just like when I made the choice to remove the Modstick, I didn't consort with her. I just did it because I thought it was in
And
the
I
best
ain't
interest
had
of
no
me and my
problem with
business.
that. I ain't
Right.
felt no kind
I
of way
don't,
about
So
that
y'all didn't talk.
monster.
I
I'm
thought
good
y'all
with what
talked
was
about it.
actually
Y'all
said.
didn't talk about it before. You didn't talk about
No,
it.
it wasn't nothing to talk about. It was mine. That's why I said, why you
Oh.
remove Modstick, because it's mine. That it had to do with my business. No, I didn't have to consort with her. That business says James Caldwell. Like hers says Nyca. I ain't gonna put out a real name, but Nyca. So that
Yeah.
I
And
think
that's all it was. It
that
wasn't no
answers
big
really.
deal. The people made it a big deal, but for me, it wasn't no big deal. And I don't feel like I'm a bad friend because I'm standing up saying, I've been saying this for the last couple of days. I'm no victim. I was
Yeah.
not perfect. I have made my mistakes, and some of my mistakes was with him. But it has nothing to do with my channel. Hell, I'm the girl that lost 1,300. Do you really think that it's about my business? No, it's about personal shit with me. And I think that should be respected. I'm saying the man ain't bullying me. I don't give a damn what y'all saw. I'm telling you, he did not bully me. Now I can see if I'm sitting up here playing victim and being like, oh, he hurt me. Then you could be like, well, something ain't right. But I'm telling
Yeah.
you, the man ain't did nothing to me, and people still pushing.
And
I
He
don't know.
also I learned a couple
I get
things
a
here.
sense, James. I get a sense that
I
you. I
didn't
get a
know
sense
about the sign. I didn't know about the grandma until just when she said it. She hasn't spoken it. She's just the
and
first
you
one.
do you
She
did know
said
you
that.
didn't know the place. You
Right. I
didn't
didn't
know
know
what
who. I knew
happened.
it was somebody close. She said it was somebody close and she left it alone. And she moved on. And that was fine. I heard it for the first time just now that it's her son and her grandma that it had something to do with. I ain't asked no more questions about it.
James.
It just was what it was. And I didn't know that. I thought that you just actually saw the video, and when Kwani and them were questioning about the name and saying different things about the name, that's what kind of started that conversation. But I didn't know that there were members of the den that was actually really wanting to know, like, what does that mean and what was that about? Because we didn't do that either. She just asked me what I meant. We talked about it, and then that was it. And then I was wondering, because that's why I said I didn't know why, after we had the conversation, why you talked to the den mates on the live about it again. That's what made me say there's a crack, like there's something going on where that really had penetrated her. And I didn't know that it was been like all this time that you were trying to figure out the origin of the name. I had no idea.
I always wanted to know, and no, you didn't know about it, because I felt like when we first started talking again, okay, we moving on.
And I knew it, Lady Nyca. That's how you are. I knew it. What did I tell you, James? I said Lady Nyca was probably happy that she had her friend back. She put it on the back burner, because that's how you are. You put it on the back burner, and then you'll say, okay. And that's why I said I don't think there was any harm. I think that she just wanted to know. And that was
the thing. She should have been asked me. She should have been asked me, and I would have answered it. Nyca is, see, there's stuff y'all don't. Nika's the first person that saw the inside of this house.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I mean, there was nothing that you could just ask me. Just that could have just been asked. But again, I'll say right now, I still think I made a right decision by removing the Modstick. It's a conflict of interest, because
what we've been going through,
don't trust my friendship. So yeah, it's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict of interest.
You said, what did you say? You don't trust your friendship? Is that what you said?
No, I said that some of the den mates don't trust my friendship, and they're actually questioning that. That is business. The den mates are business. They're business. Her Modstick over at TreZur+Lady and Spillable TV is business. But
I think more people like you over there than those that don't.
Oh no, I'm not questioning that. If it's enough to the point that you got to be live and you're explaining it and they have those questions, then you being a mod on my channel is a conflict of interest. We have a conflict.
That was a wise decision to remove it.
I wouldn't change it.
No problem with it.
I wouldn't change it at all.
I have no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that, because I got my own home.
Jane,
when you put the Modstick on me, it's fine.
When you went live, James, I thought that you had let Nyca know that she wasn't your mod.
She did know that her stick was gone.
Like before you went live.
No, until he pulled it right then, and she knew at that time. That's what he said.
Didn't I tell you before we went live, Nyca?
That's what
you told me, but I didn't know that. This is what I thought. Based off our conversation, I knew the stick was going to be removed. I didn't know that you were actually going to remove it, right before you went live. I thought you was going to do it after the live, but it didn't matter to me. And the reason why I wouldn't discuss it in there with anybody is, namely, one of my people. I didn't discuss it, and I told them to hit me up privately about it.
Right. I hope that actually happened in the chat, because that's what started the people talk. One of her dudes asked, "Where's your Modstick at?" And she answered back, "Don't ask me that over here. Ask me that in private." And that kind of kicked it off, because it was like, and he wasn't being malicious. That was just an instinct, like, wait, why ain't she in blue? And he asked her, and that kind of, child, how the people.
That's what the chat was saying. Okay, that's why the chat was like, "Where's my Modstick?"
Yeah. But everybody who needed to know knew, which is even the Supremes didn't even know that Nyca didn't have her Modstick. I never discussed it with the Supremes at all.
Want to look like I was giving wrong information.
No, you didn't. That's what I told you in the beginning. You did an excellent. That's one of the best jobs of actually bringing forth information from several different panels. That is the first. I have to say that's one of the best jobs of giving some commentary, non-biased, that I have ever seen. So kudos to you, Paulette.
And here I am trying to be non-biased, but I was like, well, maybe they could do this. I
don't think you were biased, Teresa. You're trying to find a fit.
Seem like I was lying,
but it ain't broken. It's not broken.
It wasn't that big of a deal to me. That's what people made it more than what it was. Y'all making a deal about me not being his mod. James ain't never been my mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Thank you,
it was
Eva.
okay to me. It was okay. I don't have no problem with that at all. A moderator stick. Why would I get in my feelings over a moderator stick? I would never do no shit like that. But I just came up here to show up why my videos are down, why they will stay down, and to reiterate for the 1000th time that I'm no victim. I
Mm-hmm.
fought James back. I said a lot of nasty
Uh-oh.
word
Uh-oh.
about public perception with my family. Can you hear me,
Yeah,
Teresa?
I think yeah, I hear you. I think what's going to happen, James, is you're going to continue getting battered and beat up. Unfortunately, really, I
Well,
promise
I
you.
don't know. I mean, and that was going to happen anyway. Even if
Because
even if she put them up, people going to do what they're going to do.
yeah,
And
because it
I
is
mean,
what it is.
her telling you the reason that she's not going to put them up doesn't wash away the fact that I didn't bully her. I'm not bullying her.
Right? No,
I'm
no,
not
I don't
bullying
think.
her. It is what it is. We were
Mhm.
bad. Like she battled just as hard as I did, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So anybody who
Mhm.
don't like me is going to keep saying what they want to say, the same way they would do if she released another 12 videos.
Exactly. If they didn't
They would
like you, they're
still
not going to
say,
want.
I can't imagine her saying nothing like that. They would
Yeah.
still do that.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think so too. They would still, because if people didn't like you before, they still won't like you. That's the
yeah,
whole
they
thing.
still
And I
not
think
gonna like you.
that's probably the same ones that are
And
saying,
that's
"Oh,
why,
yeah,
and
you
that's why I kept
bullying."
saying, like, I'm not. It just is what it is. I feel like I
It
feel.
is
I
what it
felt like I
is.
felt. It's fine.
And
Yeah.
this will come up in 6 more months, okay? So y'all be ready for it.
Well,
Or
I
3 more
listen. It's
months.
been coming up every so often since 2016, and
Okay.
somebody had written down there. People still confused about. Sean has every right to be mentioned in this because it was his trip. This was
Oh
not
my
Sean's
God.
trip. This was not
He didn't
Sean's
pay
trip,
for it.
sweetheart. It was
Oh
Only
my
not
thing
God.
Sean's
Sean
trip.
paid for was $104 outfit from Marshalls, and he used frequent flyer miles to bring me out. That was it.
Sean,
I wouldn't run that like that.
truth be told, Sean always makes money off him anyways because he's screwing over his subscribers and people can't see it. But we've already
But
figured
this
that
was
out.
even before any of that stuff. This was we all did this collectively.
Yeah,
We
that was
didn't
before. Yeah,
do
that was
this.
before
I
he
We
was
did
in
did
that.
this
that
as
house
a
for
group.
free.
Mm-hmm.
I paid my money to be in that house. I paid my money.
And that's not true either, Midnight Eclipse. I'm a moderator for TS Madison and I'm a moderator for Stomp Down. Hello. So one big fish and then somebody else with a moderate account.
Catch
So
that.
no, I'm not too good to do be a mod for anybody.
Yeah. So there
And
we
you've
have
been
it.
a
At least we
TS
know.
moderator for years
See what I
now.
mean? It's going to be whatever. It's always going to be something. That's YouTube.
How do we please take that comment out of here, that stupid comment. Is there a moderator? Please take that comment out of there. That is so dumb. Y'all, you probably already did because my thing is behind on it. But we don't have time for stupid comments like that. What a stupid comment. People just have the
Well,
stupidest things to say.
that's what I just said, Beyonce. She chose herself and her business, self-preservation. That's yeah. What's wrong?
So where do y'all go from here?
I'm
Back
fine.
home. Shit, back home.
Nowhere.
I'm
Did you say
fine.
back home? James,
I
you're so
said
crazy.
back home. Yeah, I mean,
You're like back home.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just feel like there is no
To
resolve.
me,
There is
y'all
none.
have made it as
But there
clear
is though. I mean, everybody knows
you know.
where we at. Everybody
Yeah.
knows where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand the confusion. I really don't.
So y'all feel okay? You feel okay about it, Lady Nyca? You feel you're in a good place?
It ain't an issue.
Yeah.
Fine, Tracy. I have no problems with nothing. I'm still Lady Nyca. It ain't
Yeah.
nothing gonna
Right.
change. But
I mean,
today.
because quite honestly, to be fair, if I would say yes, Nick, I want you to put the videos up, then I'd have to say, okay, Nick, I'll go over there and take my video down, right?
No, that's totally
Wouldn't that
different.
be fair? That would be fair though.
And that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Would you say, Lady Nyca? I didn't hear you.
I'm not going to go back on what I said and
And
what I
that ain't
said.
on.
She's not going to
I'm
go
not
back on what
trying
she
to
said.
have him
But
turn
at
me
least we
down.
know she's telling you it only it dispelled those rumors of, oh, she ain't said nothing that bad. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, he's being bullied. Oh, he did her so wrong. Those rumors have been dispelled. So anybody doing that going forward, you're just doing that because you want to do it. And that's fine.
Right.
But it really is resolved. There really is resolve. And that's
Yeah.
why I said, no, we're not going to. Listen, I choose not to do that. I don't want to ruin what I got going on, and I don't want to hurt my family member.
Snowbella, this is the last time. Snowbella, that's the last time. So make sure y'all take Snowbella out. She has one more time to say anything stupid like that.
I ain't even reading your chat,
And
so
I
I'm
have to
gonna
say, and we had said we was kind of done talking, but there was no way I wasn't going to click the link for Tracy, because Tracy, anytime I've ever asked Tracy to hit the link about anything, no matter how hard the conversation and what I needed to ask her, she always did it. That's why I
Who
came.
was that?
Thank you
Tracy.
for coming, James. I appreciate it.
I
Snowbella,
didn't come early. I came as soon as I could get into space and come. That's why I came, because we already talked about this earlier today. But I'm
Yeah,
glad
that's
Lisa
what they
was
had
around
told
so
me.
she could come too. But Tracy always comes whenever I ask her, and it doesn't matter what the situation is. She's always come. So I was glad I was able to do that.
Well, thank y'all for
I ain't have
coming up.
no problem with clicking your link today, Teresa, because I seen that you were not letting people be
I'm glad you came
disrespectful to
too,
me,
because see, she
even
didn't
in
see
my
Deanna's
absence.
live.
Yeah, exactly. I told them already, don't start, because I
Yeah,
just didn't want to
and
hear it.
Deanna's that just kind of happened. Deanna wasn't being shady or anything. Deanna didn't know what the hell was going on. She was
She was just
totally
me, because
clueless.
I
Right.
thought I just root ball, so I hadn't been getting any
She was
tea, because I was
Yeah,
like, there is none. But I guess there was. I was missing it, I guess. I was like, when did this happen? I was like, all this happened. I was like, oh
yeah.
no.
Well, see, I
Because
Deanna
I
was
don't see
remember
totally
And for
seeing
clueless
it.
this
me,
morning. She didn't know who the
for
trolls
me,
were that had been in it or anything. Tell took Deanna, because Tell started fucking with Deanna. And she's like, wait a
Yep.
minute, So it
Yeah.
just, it just kind of is what it is. But everything's cool. And I think everybody got what they needed. I think everybody got
I
the
think so
understanding that
too.
they needed.
I think so
I'm glad
too.
that you two are
Lady
cool.
Nyca,
You know,
yes, ma'am.
sorry
Yeah.
before you go. I owe you an apology. I apologize to you and Lady Nyca.
For what,
Um,
honey?
mm, a month or so ago, I was getting off crazy. I'm so sorry. Um, please accept my apology.
You talking about when you called me a telephone operator?
Please,
What are you talking about? He wakes up like, what?
please
Oh, you
accept my
talking about when you
apology.
called me
No,
a
on a
telephone
serious note,
operator?
on a
You
serious
called him
note,
operator?
on a serious note, Lady Nyca, please, I'm asking you to accept my apology. I was way out of line, and I'm a person I could stand up in my shit. So I'm so sorry.
That's that damn heat wave, honey.
So
That's
sorry.
apology accepted. Miss
I do. I
Heatwave, you
like
know
that damn
I
heat
like
wave.
you, Miss Heatwave.
I
Even when
like
you
that
called
damn
me a
heat wave.
telephone operator, I still was like you. It ain't no hate. It
I'm
ain't no
so
hate.
sorry.
Forgiving heart. I
I
just
That's
want
always
her.
look
because
at
That's
you
I
her.
as a
That's
believe
just who
queen.
it.
she is. She's passionate.
I
She's a
always look at
passionate
you as a
person, very
queen,
much
Lady
so.
Nyca. And sometimes, when you expect so much of someone, and like I don't know. Maybe my expectation was so great, and and I got beside myself. Tracy spoke to me, but I was waiting for an opportunity so I could tell you in person. I'm so sorry.
Somebody's asking for a link.
I accept your apology, Miss
Thank you,
Heatwave.
Lady Nyca.
Never, you know I
Queen
wouldn't hold that
Lady
against you.
Nyca.
That's sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I just dropped the link.
And I
Okay,
was
please
glad we
block
were able to
Snowbella. Please,
clear up
okay,
what
please
actually
block
happened with
Snowbella.
oh,
Let
I'm
me
sorry.
block.
I'm
Bye,
glad you
Snowbella.
kind of did. Because
She was putting all in the
clowning them.
chat
I
about
told you that.
$100 for a free trip and blah 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 blah. Bye, bitch.
Uh-oh.
Bye.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
she was acting a fool over there at
Ooh, Tracy.
DMs. I told you.
It's true. I'm sick of it. I'm just taking them out.
God, bitch. Lord have mercy.
She kept running around here doing
told you.
cartwheels, acting stupid. Moot, you need to calm down. You're next. You're next. So keep going. Nobody's worried about a damn first video. Who cares? The video was made. She made videos, and then after she made videos, James responded. And what? What is there? This is the stupidest question. Why would you make a video at first? Because she wanted to. Why would you make a first video? Because she wanted to?
Well, that was 2016. She explained that. She was in her feelings and she made her video. That's how it started.
Down. People do it every day.
Questions. It's stupid.
People make videos and take them down every day.
Exactly. I'm just like, ugh. I don't have patience. I don't have patience for them. Who's coming up, y'all? Who's coming up? Because we've been on tour for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh,
and Tracy, let you answer.
Girl. I don't spend that kind of time with you, Tracy. The hell?
We were on here for about 30 minutes before you came on. We were. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Is everybody
was it Kwani that wanted the link? She said she's done with the subject matter. You got all your questions answered, Kwani. I'm glad. That's good.
You have all of them answered, Kwani. You can get the link, babes.
Yeah, I mean, because they cleared up what they had, you know, the little issues that they had, and they were fine. They walked away from it. It was fine. Yeah.
She hasn't hit my channel in a while. Yeah.
I thought I seen somebody speak to her, but I didn't see her.
Yeah, I saw that she was in the room, but I didn't know. I just see somebody say drop the link, but I didn't know it was actually for Kwani to hit the link. But she's just down.
Rochelle said the streets will be eaten. Well, the streets was going to eat anyways, because whether I talked about it or somebody else, you know, people was going to talk about it.
And get ready, because they going to twist it up. I didn't ask for the link. She says that wasn't her. She wasn't asking for that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was for them.
Oh, child, I don't know then either, child.
But there's, I mean, child, you know, you're going to have something that spin and everything. I mean, it was a mess. Yesterday was a whole mess. And that lady from Maywood got over there and still lied. I'm like, there was enough mess going on that you didn't even have to spin no lies. She spun lies on top of it. Well,
somebody was in the chat going crazy saying, y'all don't see it. 5-8 started this whole thing. I was like, who is that? They were just going crazy in the chat putting that. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, maybe she, you know, I don't know if she started the whole thing, but maybe she exaggerated, of course, and went in on it. I mean, I'm pretty sure she did, but
she didn't exaggerate. She lied about some shit. She lied. I mean, she was really telling a lot of lies. She literally sat over there and said that when me and her fell out, I asked her for all my cash apps back. Now, y'all know that never happened. You know, people would have dragged me.
Oh my God.
People would have dragged. I said, oh, girl, you were lying.
And I bet you they were like, I can't believe he did that. I bet they were like, I can't believe he did that. He is so mean. See how evil he is.
Okay.
And James, wait a minute. This morning, was that Tiffany Black up there that was so, she was just so upset and in her feelings.
That was that champagne honey over there.
Oh, she was,
girl, she carrying, girl?
She was carrying
my complete life, honey.
She was giving a speech for the United States.
Girl, she was like so much lovely defamation, girl. Was lovely, honey.
I'm gonna hit your Cash App, Rico, and I thought, I hope you're gonna be there for him if he gets arrested and he needs some bail money or something.
Girl, did you hear she's gonna throw a rock through my window?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Sonny. I said, thank God for this video. Thanks, Rico. You and her, right? You and her. I said, you need some work, baby. Oh, baby, she did some
Rico did a video this morning.
She was like,
yes.
She was like, I want you to be encouraged.
Like, everybody else, and it flipped around to me. I'm like, excuse me.
She's telling him that he's a good DJ off of somebody else's music. He hasn't put a lick of music together, has yet to put a video out. He said he was going to put a video out with his own beat to it and everything. No, it hasn't happened. And she's going, oh, there's a lot of artists and you're very talented, Rico, and I want you to just remain encouraged. And I'm like, honey.
And I said, she's a retard. She got so angry. She got so angry. I had nothing to do with nothing. She came up. He dropped his. First of all, he started talking about me with the whole El Teddy stuff. I ain't sent nobody no dick picture nor no ass picture. I don't have nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. And I already made my feelings. I had nothing. I don't see no big issue with it. El Teddy is grown. He's grown. They're two grown gay men that were doing what grown gay men do. They were hooking up. They were hooking up with each other. And that was it. That's how I saw it. No tea, no shade. Why it had something to do with mother and this and that bitch. And I'm like, how did you get here? Am I lying, Tracy?
No, she was going crazy.
And then when I dropped down and typed something, they got so well. First of all, Champagne Honey.
So look, there he goes. There he goes. See,
Champagne Honey went up on his panel with a picture of me.
Yeah,
a picture of me that she pulled off my Facebook.
Oh.
So she's already psychotic.
She pulled it off my Facebook. So come on, let's talk about stalker. She pulled it off my Facebook because that's where that came from. And went up onto the panel, and she's ushering in a conversation about me. They don't even know I'm in the room at this point. So when I type in something, she got so offended, honey, and then went through a whole. She thought she was getting mother together, baby. She went through everything. I was a pedo, and I was this, and I was that, and there was a dead woman in my house. I mean, everything you ever heard of Babe Nation. She ran it down in 10 minutes. I said, "Girl, you need to hire her. You need to hire her." But that's her. You know, she trashes me over on Instagram all the time too.
She's not well, really. Something's wrong with her.
True live stalker. She's always in my comments on all my channels.
Oh, she's worse than Tiffany Black then. Okay.
Oh yes, girl. Champagne Honey is a true live stalker. True live stalker.
Tracy.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much.
When I come, I'm gonna throw a rock through your window.
I can't hear Lady Nyca. Would you say Lady Nyca?
I said thank you for opening up the panel and allowing me to say what I needed to say. If don't nobody got any other questions for me, I'm going to bid y'all adieu. And thank you, He Wave. Apology accepted.
You're welcome, Lady
Thank you,
Nyca.
Lady Nyca.
Thank you for coming up. Baby.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Okay. So yeah, she was going berserk in there. I said, and Philip was just typing away. It was so funny.
I was laying on my bed, Tracy, falling out laughing.
Are you mad? Are you mad?
Laughing, honey. You know, girl, when somebody gives you something like that, but you could use for later, girl, all you could do is lay there and laugh. Take your notes.
They thought they were doing something, baby. They really did. He got all happy. Did you see him? He was like, "Okay, y'all. Okay." That's what he likes people to coddle him and baby him. That ain't gonna help to pay nothing because at the end of the day, is she gonna invite him in her house if anything goes down? No. What's she gonna do if he got liver failure or whatever? How's she gonna help him?
No, girl, who gonna pay for these double pane windows when you go to throw and fit through them, honey?
Exactly.
Somebody else could throw some shit through the window, and guess who's gonna get charged for it? See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all be playing. Y'all don't be thinking when y'all on there issuing out threats. Somebody else could throw some shit through the window. Guess where the blame is going? Guess where the bill is going?
If I ever go to Pittsburgh, I'm gonna throw a rocket right through your window. I was like, is she okay? Rocket right through your window. Paulette, I hear echoes.
I said, girl, go ahead, girl, do it, honey.
Yeah, that's girl. Child. But anyways, but you held it down and it was funny as hell. But he was trying to get something going.
I was sitting in there laughing at their ass. That's it. So bothered.
They need to tell him the truth. He has no talent. I'm like, stop telling this man like he can really use people's music and mash it up.
But
no, he cannot.
He got a talent.
Oh yeah, he does. When he's opening up. See, she should have been telling him to keep his butthole closed and everything else because don't nobody want to see all that.
You know those big cans of those real big cans of string beans, the real big ones that they use for events. Honey, when I do my next event, I'm gonna hire him, honey, to be able to pick them up and transport them for me. Go on over and pick that can of string beans up and walk it across the room for me, girl.
Y'all know those huge cans like they used to use. I remember when like at the cafeteria, they got the real big cans.
That's what he got, cafeteria butthole, honey.
He's gonna question.
He's gonna curse the hell out of James tonight, and you,
Yeah,
TreZur.
Oh, well, you don't
Y'all
do
gonna
that
and that's
get
either.
right.
it.
I had to make a T-shirt, honey. Cafeteria butthole, honey, and put a real big black hole at the bottom.
Yes, put
You
a real
want
big,
one of
put a big can. James, put a big can and say, "Here, move this can over here to the."
Yeah.
with them bending down, with them bending down, that would be so funny.
Oh,
Oh
girl,
my
are you
god!
hungry?
Yes, that would be. He's gonna say we're bullying him. He's gonna say they're bullying me again.
Yeah, we getting a good key, honey, because you know I will damn sure go make that shirt and have it on the next time I go live.
That would be funny. That would be funny, child.
Come on, black
Yeah.
hole.
And I was
Child.
talking about that how he escort himself. He get away free. And
He's
come away
silly.
broke. You know.
To tell anybody
Disgusting.
that you used to be a whore and you're broke,
Yeah.
once you tell people that you were a whore at any point, you never get the chance to say in a sentence that you're broke, because a whore should never be broke.
Right.
Because see, once you whore one time, once you turn one trick, you've
I
already
just didn't
done,
understand
you've crossed the
why he.
bridge, and now you don't get to go back across the bridge. You are a whore,
You
and you
I just
should
didn't
never be
understand.
broke.
I didn't understand how he could turn one trick and then not have any money right after. I'm like, how does that happen?
He said
Because
that
you
man was
smoke
a
it up. Smoke
Is
it
that
up
what
and drink
happened?
it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
child.
you don't smoke and drink for free.
Child.
I don't even have a problem with him being a whore. He just got some bad behavior patterns, but the actual whoring itself, I don't mind no whore child likes my.
I don't mind. I mean, as long as he tell people what he has. I mean, my thing is he needs to be
Well,
telling these
that's
people.
again. I wasn't going into that. That's the bad behaviors, but just the fact of being a whore, I ain't got a problem with that. I like my hoes honest. Ain't no wrong with being a whore.
But
Yeah,
a
he
horse
can be
shouldn't
one if he wants.
be hungry every time you see him.
Absolutely.
they
I don't
need
like
to
no
ride.
broke hoes. I don't like no broke hoes, Miss Paul.
You know, every time they need a ride, they hungry.
I don't like no broke hoes, and I don't like no stankin' hoes. See that one over there in Maywood? I don't like no stankin' hoes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Look out on both
Oh,
of
it
them.
should smell. No, sister, it shouldn't smell, you filth ball. Ugh,
Ugh.
that's a
Child.
nasty child. She is a varmint, honey.
I just go in and see her head and then I leave back
Hey,
out. That's all I do.
You know
I don't
she
even want
said
to.
her tutu smell like fish again
She did, and
Oh,
I
God.
think now that I think is horrible as
yesterday.
far as a woman
She
saying
does
that.
it for attention. She
And
does
then
it for
trying to
attention.
get other women to
tilapia.
go along with that with you is stupid. Like, what woman in their right mind would sit around and okay that? Like, that's beneath you all. Like, stop it.
And when
Seriously.
you
I'll
take
tell you,
your
you know
bath,
who would? That one, that
Teresa,
champagne honey one, she would do it.
Well,
That
yeah,
one?
I mean,
your
she has a
bath,
few schools over there that would just say, yeah, girl.
don't clean
They would
down
agree.
there. Don't clean down there good because they don't want you to do that.
Yeah,
You don't
and that's
wash down there
crazy.
good. You just
She's disgusting.
you just pat it
And
a
to
little
my
bit.
knowledge, I've always been told that you all are very sensitive down there. So if you're purposely not being cleanly, don't you run a risk of like infections? That child vagina will infect like very, very quickly.
She probably has
So
a disease from
why do
sleeping
you
with that
do
man
that?
because I'm pretty sure she didn't use any protection. So hers probably do smell like fish.
And I
And
don't
that's how
know.
you know
I'm
you
just
got
this
something.
is what
Smell like
I've been around
fish.
women all my life.
Mhm,
I have smelled a
mhm.
woman that wasn't tidy, and I know that smell. And it doesn't actually smell like fish. It smells like bad fish. Like it's just not like
Smell like
regular fish.
rotten
You can tell the
fish.
difference. And it's rude to say, you know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
just don't know that life. I've always been around women, and they're clean women.
I
My
wasn't
mother never
raised like
had
Exactly.
smell. My grandma never
Nobody's
had
just running around
My
smelling
mama
like
would have
that.
knocked you in the head
Hey,
if you took
Joanna.
around her smelling like
Hi.
fish.
Now
Yeah,
y'all
when
know
I
I
got
said
out to the streets, I ran into some
Yeah,
um
in the
but
streets.
to those ladies, my grandmother told me about that, and them nasty women.
Yeah,
Stay away from them nasty women.
I went to
Yep,
the bathroom
exactly.
like
wait, James. They
out.
just say that nasty woman disease. You
Yeah,
know
that
Yep.
that.
nasty
Exactly.
woman
But yeah,
disease.
I've
And
always
that's what it
heard how
is.
sensitive you all are down there, and that it will get like things will happen. So it was always the thing about keeping clean. So I can't imagine people just like purposely not staying clean down there in that spot. And then
You just pat it. You don't wash it. You pat it.
you just say she
So
petty.
Did you say pat it? Did you say you just pat it? Is that what
No,
you said?
Patty.
I think she said pat it.
Yeah, pat it. Like you just
Oh,
pat it.
Patty. I thought she said
Yeah.
Don't scrub
Patty.
it.
That's why I fell out like, oh, you so
No.
Patty.
Pat
You
it.
know,
Just pat
Now
it.
you know
Don't
I had to.
scrub it.
You know I had to hit this link because when I heard this, like, hello everybody on the panel. I'm sorry for being rude. When I heard this lady say yesterday that it's just a little tart,
oh,
and that some men like a little stench. I, I, I don't know, my outer body, inner body, however you say that, just left me.
It's
I've
crazy.
never
She
heard
just
that
wanted
about a
to be.
woman.
I
I
I've
ain't
mean,
never
never
heard
Friday
heard a
that.
just
woman
wants people
say
talking
that.
about her. That's all it is. When people don't talk about her, she comes out with something
But I could
outrageous, and
come
it's
up
But
just.
you do
I could come
not
up with
do
a lot
that
of
to
things
yourself,
besides saying
Cece.
my cuckoo smell
There's
like
a
feet.
right. There's a lot of
It's
things
a
that you can come
million
up
things
with.
in the world you could say.
Yeah,
I
there's a
just say
lot of
I was
things you
must
can
be
come
under
up
my
with
arm
besides
or
that to
between
say
my
that it's
legs.
just a little tart and that
Yeah.
some men like a little stench.
Well,
There's
that's
there's
just
more
like when
things
she
that you
called.
can say to get noticed
Yeah.
than
But when
Well,
that.
they
she
like it because
referred
they
to
still support
herself
her
as
after that. I'm like,
sushi,
ugh.
that's just as bad. You know, one of the biggest fights between my kind, and I'm speaking LGBTQIA, and
Mhm.
my heterosexual women, one of the biggest fights is about that fish word.
Yeah.
That's one of
Yeah.
the biggest fights. That's a fight that'll never go away. It's
Right.
it's used for one thing in the community, and the women take offense to it. And listen, I understand it. That's why I don't get in it. You see, when that come up, I be
Yeah.
like, child,
Mhm.
I got an unpopular opinion, and I'm not
No
getting
one could no one could
that.
explain that to
For
me because there's
Because
you,
no way in hell.
it
There's
usually
no way.
means that you have something. If it smells like fish, that
If
usually
your
means that you have
if
something.
your
A
It,
but
coochie
I
disease.
heard
smell
her
like
refer to
fish,
hers
it's
as
something
sushi.
wrong.
no,
Ugh.
no, she didn't say
Comfortable
sushi.
with
She
that.
said tilapia.
She said
She said
tilapia.
tilapia.
Yeah,
The
yeah, but no,
man-made.
when she talked about the slaves, when she was talking about our female
Oh,
slaves, and she said
oh.
Yeah,
we
because
had
they had some good
the
stuff.
bad built and we were snatched it. Well, we ain't we, not we, that they were bad bitches and they were snatched and they had the best sushi. You refer to your ancestors' vaginas as
It's
sushi.
sushi.
Where is
More
it
like
that you actually
sardines.
started that and learned that? And where are these other women that allowed you to walk off into the world and you thought that was okay to say? Just
But
like
this is
saying
not.
instead of saying
But
soul food, you say slave food. Who are the
Yeah,
people
slave
that
food.
allowed you to talk
right,
that way
Yeah, I
around
don't
me?
eat
right. But
slave
it's not like
food.
yesterday was the first time that she referenced her Cuda as that. So it's something going on. It's not.
Now,
I
yeah,
don't
she
think it's
thinks that's
attention.
okay. She really
I don't
does. She
think it's.
thinks it's okay.
Yeah,
She
It
thinks that's all
smells
right.
like fish. I believe it
I
do.
didn't block her.
yeah.
Did somebody
She
block
has
her?
said it
I don't
over
think
and
I blocked
over
her.
and over.
Did
I
y'all
can't
block
even
her? I don't think
imagine,
I
girl. One of the
did.
women in my family would have shook the hell out of her.
Yeah. Whoa.
Slave food. No, honey,
Like,
it's soul food. I
listen, let
don't
me tell you
care. They
something.
talk.
I
They call soul
live.
food slave food. The oxtails. Look, they going for $35 a
You
pound
see
now.
that?
Come on
Did you
now.
see that?
Come on
Wait
now.
a
Come
She
on
minute,
said,
now.
she
Yolanda.
said, why do you think the slave owners would go back? I remember she saying, how come you think the slave
Yeah.
owners like our women with the because our peas was so good? And I was like, what?
No,
She
that's
sure
not
did.
why.
Well, they
Yeah.
called her sushi.
That is not why.
It
But
was
Tawana,
no,
my
she was stupid.
girlfriend over
What
on
the fuck would
IG
you think
posted
that?
$75 pack
Mhm.
of
Oh,
oxtails.
oxtails,
Yeah,
James. Let me tell you something, and I'm so happy that I'm the only one in my home that eats them, right? So all I have to
girl.
Ugh.
do is buy one pack, and it's personal, right? So it's personal for me, so I only have to buy one pack. But if
Listen,
you remember
baby,
when
I ain't
oxtails
had
was
none.
$5 a pack, and you can get a big old pack with 4, 5 big old bones, and then 3 to 4, 5, 6 little bones, and they be like $5 or something. Now they like $35 a pound. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
I don't even eat them. I don't even.
yeah,
I've never even had them. Nihar,
it's
I don't
good.
even
It's just
see
like
Nihar
beef.
in
If
here,
you eat
y'all.
beef roast, you eat beef roast
Yes,
tree. It's
yes,
just
I
like
like beef
beef
roast.
roast, but it's
Yeah,
so tender and it's so
yeah.
good. And it does have, that's why when you pick them, you make sure you don't get the ones with too much fat.
Too
You
much
kind of
fat
learn
on
as
it.
you're going along.
And when
You
people
want
hear the
some
word
fat,
ox,
but
they
not
get
too much
turned off.
fat.
But it ain't nothing but beef kill. People get to hear the
Yeah,
word
bro,
ox and they
good,
get
honey.
turned off. It's just beef
It's so
kill.
tasty. It's so
Mhm.
flavorful. Yeah, it's
Mm.
good,
Yeah.
girl.
James, do you got you a? I'm changing. I'm going off
I
subject. Do you got
Instapot.
you a Insta? Do you got your Instapot?
I do. I do.
Have you tried to cook in your oxtails in the Instapot?
Not yet. Not yet.
Honey, when I tell you 35 minutes your oxtails is done with your gravy, you
Girl.
sprinkle that flour on top of them.
And Lovely
They
Love
done.
always tells me about cooking in the Instapot. She said, put it in the
She
Instapot.
uses
Yes,
hers a lot.
I use mine all the time. I got it when they first
I
came
remember
out.
my
But
aunt
anyway, yeah. But
from the
going back to the,
DMV always using pressure cookers back in the day, way back
I
in the
was
day when I was
scared of
like in my
them.
early 20s.
I was
Yeah,
Using
scared
I
of
pressure
don't
pressure
cook with
cookers.
cookers.
them.
I was scared of pressure cookers back in the day.
She would
They're
bring
I
it
top.
think I
down with her
blocked
from
her.
the DMV and she would do it in the yard and she would do the pressure cooker. She'd be out there getting down, baby. My mom was always scared of them too, Joanna.
Yeah,
But
I was
my
scared of them.
auntie
When
would
my
be
grandmother used
out
to
there
cook with
throwing
that pressure
down.
cooker, my grandma used to cook with that pressure cooker. I tried to stay as far away from that kitchen as I could.
You know, I learned the
Carrie, I'll
long
have
way
to
with
check. 'Cause
everything.
yesterday I messed up and blocked somebody, so I think maybe it was her. I'm not sure. I got to go back and check. I will check because I did not mean to block her if I blocked her. I just don't see her up in here.
Okay,
But yeah.
but back
But
to
okay,
fishy poo.
everybody. I'm
But
not.
back to fishy poo. I'm sorry, Tracy.
My fishy
James,
poo.
I asked you a question earlier, and I said, "Did you see the baby powder, little chingadera?" Remember, you said no, you didn't see it.
No, because I didn't see her whole thing.
Okay, I think they said it was 1 hour and 9 minutes or 1 hour,
She put,
something like that.
what about baby powder?
And you know what I'm talking about. You know, Tracy always gives little
Oh,
slang words on
oh,
her
oh,
head.
girl.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And she went away from the camera, and then you can hear two long snorts, and then she comes back with the
Oh, the powdered
tissue in her hand.
donuts. Really, you heard her?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Everybody's
That's
seen it
raspberry
today.
girl. Yeah.
And then she comes
Somebody
back,
had
she's
told
like,
me something about. Did Jay Wilson have a roach on his camera? Somebody was saying there was a roach around
it
on
looked
the wall
it
or
looked
something.
like a spider to me. I
Yeah, it
went
look
back
like
and
a
referenced
spider.
that
Now I
video.
know it's time for me to go and find a bingo, honey. What?
I was
It
like,
looked
what
like
happened?
it looked more
Somebody
like
said,
a spider to me because I did go back and reference that
Yeah,
timestamp
I look.
also. It looked more like a spider. It didn't look like a roach to me. It looked
Well,
more
you know
like
they
a
gonna say it was a roach.
yeah. They've been
Lord.
saying a roach, but it looked more like a spider to me. It didn't look like no roach to me. It didn't.
No, 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 no.
But you know they're gonna say
But
he got
anyway,
roach.
anyway, James, she comes back and she says, "Oh, oh, I thought I turned the microphone. I thought I turned my mic off."
Yeah, she
And
had
you
her
Child.
could just
mic on,
see it
forgot her
all in
mic
her
on.
face. You could just see it all in her
There
face.
really ain't
Like,
nothing wrong with her powder in her nose if that's what she want to do, but she need to stop telling people that I powder my nose. I've never been one of the girls that run the powder their nose in the bathroom.
I
hmm
But
didn't know
the
you
thing is,
got you
listen,
a
I'll
power
laugh
watch.
and drag you about being a junkie, but I really don't have no problem with you being a junkie, as long as you ain't snorting and smoking up my motherfucking nose.
right. You ain't taking nothing out of my household. Do what you do.
Again, I like my junkies honest, honey. You know, just be honest about what you're doing, and I'll holler over there, you junkie. Oh!
Snip away, right? Snip
Wait,
Right.
away. I know
you
that's
and
right.
you and DKL gets me. What do you call it? Something puss. What do you call it? That song.
Fishy puss.
Fishy puss.
Oh, that song is so funny. Fishy, fishy, fishy. That just is so funny. I just be
And
laughing so hard.
there is
Okay,
a
I'm gonna drop down
commercial.
Tracy. I'll be in your chat. I just wanted to come up and comment on that one because I couldn't get past that. She said you have to have a little stench and it
Mm.
has to be a little tart. And I said,
Oh,
"Are you serious?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then and she said you don't have to wash it all the way. I'm like,
Yeah, you don't wash it
how do
all
you
the way.
halfway wash your cooter?
I
Right.
say just pat it, I
That's
guess.
what I was talking about in the cleanup yesterday at the end of the cleanup. Now, and somebody was saying to me, I think I read it in LSA. I think it was LSA. And they were saying, now, James, come on. I know you've heard about people who like musty sex. I've heard that about about a man. I've heard
hmm
someone say in the past, oh, I like my man with a little mustard. Now, I don't like that. I don't like
I
that
don't
at
like
all.
that either.
Neither.
Nature
But
Boy
I don't
I've
does.
either.
heard
Nature
that
Boy.
about a man. I have never heard anybody
Nature Boy
say that
likes his
about a woman.
women. Nature Boy likes his women. He calls it their natural scent, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I was
God,
like,
No,
no.
no, ma'am. All right, y'all have a
No.
good one. I'll be in the chat, Tracy.
you
Thanks,
too.
Y'all
Joanna.
have a good one,
Here's
James,
one.
Paulette,
Thank
and
you.
Miss Heatwave. Is Miss Heatwave still up here? Yeah, y'all
Okay.
Yeah,
have a
he
good
is
one.
All
for
Y'all
that.
have a
right.
good one. I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
There's
Woo.
I want you to look something up, Tracy. If you can't find it, I'll send it to you. There is a
Okay.
little commercial. I don't know where
Mhm.
it's stems from. But look under, like, search under sweet fish. But it's a little commercial, and you will fall out. They do a whole little commercial with a jingle. The first person that comes to mind is Duchess, and the lady she has a spray. It's an actual spray, like an aerosol spray, and she's spraying it up her skirt, and they're singing it, and it's like ting 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 ting, and then she says "sweet fish" at the end. It is so. It's so out of order, but it is so funny. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how that lady sat there through that commercial and didn't crack I would have been falling out laughing, child, trying to film.
He should probably make a commercial with it, like use that part and mix it.
And she keep that skunky cunt away. I said, oh my God. It's horrible.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But Tracy,
yes, ma'am.
I heard you exercise very poor hygiene.
Oh, child, I'm not worried about that. And I'm supposedly wanted to have kids. I'm like, are you in my mind? Really? I'm good. I didn't want to have kids. I'm great. I'm like,
Tracy, why didn't you take a shower for 3 days, Tracy?
Child, please. Child, please. I know.
I'll let you have to speak to Tracy.
Are they in the house? Are they in the house?
With personal hygiene.
Are they in the house with me? No, they're not.
Paulette is
sleeping. People want to know.
Paulette's sleeping.
Why didn't she shape her kid's head instead of being out trying to smoke on blunts? That's what I want to know. Instead of puffing on blunts, she should have been shaping his head, and he wouldn't have an egghead to this day. Let's talk about that.
You see how I'm troublesome, right?
Let's talk about that. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about that. Anyways, y'all, but thank you, James, for coming up. I'm going to end this. We've been on for 3 hours, 6 minutes shy of 3 hours. It went by fast.
Yeah.
It went by fast.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, just a clarification. People, at least people can say, no, I heard this, and clear up any lies that people try to put out there, because ain't nobody believe anybody, and y'all were fine. So,
correct. I think y'all will be good.
Thank you for that. I think you did good. I think that you got people to answer. All right, baby.
Nice speaking to you.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Talk to y'all later.
All right, baby.
Okay. Talk to y'all later. Peace, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Bye.